Hi, everybody.
Hello.
Is anyone
Joe.
going to respond? How's everyone doing? Wow.
Yeah?
Wow.
What an episode 2 weeks ago, huh?
Yeah. 2 weeks ago was the last time we recorded
2
that
weeks
thing.
ago
Yeah.
was a long time ago.
That's
Uh-huh.
right.
Oh my
wow.
gosh, you guys.
Man.
I'm sorry.
Unlike most recording sessions, everything that happened in the last episode is still so fresh in my mind.
I know,
feel
it's kind of
so
incredible.
ready for this.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm
That's crazy.
prepared.
It's
That's
like it
never
happened
happened.
yesterday.
It's
Yeah,
like
it
yes.
feels like it was
Whoa.
yesterday in a sense.
What?
I just said,
Were you gonna say
whoa.
something?
Oh,
Um,
I thought you said wow.
I was just reacting, you
Yeah.
know.
Wow.
An active listener over
Yeah.
here.
Amen.
And John, how we doing? How we feeling?
Oh, we're not doing that again. That was last week's bit. We come up with new bits.
I thought you said you wanted it to be a recurring thing.
Did
Yeah,
I?
you
yeah,
did.
I
You
don't
did.
I think
anymore.
it's funnier if it is.
I don't anymore.
I don't anymore. Screw you, John.
Screw
I'm done with you, John.
All right. Sorry, John.
John,
Happy-
stop listening.
Happy episode 10, everyone.
We should have done something special. We're in double digits
Okay, we can do something now. What do you wanna do?
Jumping jacks.
Ready?
20.
1, 2, 3.
Run
We're
to
okay.
one.
Go.
Laura, do a flip again.
Oh. Whoa. Yeah.
Once again, she did not do a flip.
Joe, that
However,
was only funny last week. We only do bits for.
yeah.
Oh, yeah,
That's
yeah.
right. That's a
can't do
good
it again.
point. That's
Can't
right.
do any good
That is a
bits
good
again.
point. That is a good
However, I
point.
am re-dyeing my hair blue today.
Nope, dead bit.
We're all doing the same thing.
I did
You're about to
actually dye
listen
my
to the
hair
same
today, though.
episode as last week.
I wonder who's gonna DM.
Well,
all
let's
right.
roll and find out, shall we? That's
Yeah,
what we're
Joe,
here
you're
for.
leading
Yeah.
us
Let's
off.
roll and find out. I was
John's
the DM.
DMing, actually.
I was the DM last week.
Yep.
Shut up about John.
And so
We should let John DM though sometime.
Who wants to roll? Who hasn't rolled what in a long time?
I haven't rolled either thing in at least since last episode. I don't remember.
Which one do you want to roll? I'll let you choose today.
Oh my goodness! What a big day.
Let's do the genre and hook first.
Okay, I'll be the
Which one do you
genre.
All right, for our genres today, we have steampunk, romance, silly, mystery, sci-fi, and wild card.
And Laura, why don't you roll for the hook?
Okay. For the hook, we have wedding, stranded, robbery, fashion show, circus, and wild card.
Hilarious.
Whoa.
All right, I am going. Oh my gosh, all my D6s are in my other character case because that's where my rogue is.
Here. Use mine.
Thank you so much. I'm having a hard time. I'm having a really hard time. Okay, I'm rolling for the genre, and that's a 2.
All right, and I rolled a 6, which
Wait.
means the genre today is romance, and the hook is wild card.
Okay, actually, low-key, it's good that romance is a wild card because that gives you a lot of... It's better than getting, like, romantic... I don't know what robbery. Like, that's tough, you know?
No,
That's
Bonnie
also
and Clyde. Are you
hilarious. Yeah,
kidding?
that's
It could be
actually
Bonnie and Clyde. It
hilarious.
could be you have to
Can I have
rob
my
the
D6
ring back.
Alyssa?
No.
Maybe you don't want them to have the ring anymore because it's your grandma's.
You know what?
So you
It's a
have to
wild
rob it.
card. It could still be a romantic robbery.
Maybe. What in the world?
And
is
that's
going
why we
on?
don't use that as a dice tray.
That is
Crazy.
exactly why we don't.
Gosh, no.
All right, everybody,
Oh.
roll for the DM today.
All right.
How much you want to bet it's going to be Alyssa?
I rolled a 10.
I rolled a 3.
I rolled a 2.
It's Josiah.
Josiah.
Okay, but I was so hoping that would
I was
happen.
too.
Josiah, yay!
Josiah.
Yay!
Josiah, it's time to get your romance on.
Yeah.
Oh boy, I'm so excited.
Time to put those romance
This is good.
pants
You know
on.
what? It's
Actually,
time for you to
though,
DM.
It's great though
Romance
because
pants.
you DM'd episode 1 and now you're DMing episode 10. It's like it's
Wow.
coming back
A
around.
little bookend
He'll be
situation.
in
Bookend
10
situation.
episodes. We'll have Josiah.
I've never
is kinda
DM'd
weird that it
since
happened
episode
that
1.
way.
Yeah.
Actually, it's been so long.
I feel
It
like,
is so
and I feel
long.
like you had an extra, like a particularly hard episode to DM because
Oh yeah.
we were figuring out how like the whirlwind
this
worked,
is.
like who our characters were,
I
like
still don't know how it works.
That's true.
He's not lying.
He's not
I'm
lying.
not
That's
lying.
what he
I
said
pay
to
very
us
little attention to everything.
Before we start rolling, he did ask us multiple questions on how
about
it
the
worked.
whirlwind.
Yeah.
but yeah,
Good
this is
stuff.
gonna be fun.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, so we're romance wildcard. Josiah's DMing.
Yeah.
So
you get to lead us off, Josiah.
That's okay. That's what happens. For some reason,
You
I
are
was
now leading
under
the charge.
Yeah.
You are now in charge.
Josiah, kick us off, buddy.
Oh boy! All right, here we go. So,
Wait.
He doesn't know.
You have to say, okay, let's get into it, and then we're going
And
to
then
play the
remember
intro.
we cut.
And then we cut and we do the intro song.
Do you listen to the show?
no.
These are the Whirlwind Chronicles. Welcome in.
What am I finding in these books, like on surface level, without rolling?
Oh,
like
yeah, all
I'm curious
those
if they're
volumes.
blank or if there's stuff in them.
Yeah, interesting. So what you will see as you read through them is that there are some parts of text that you can see and you can read, and they say pretty vague things or things that you feel need context in order to understand like what it's talking about. Like they seem
Okay.
to be describing things. Maybe it's a lot
Like
of descriptive
places,
language.
locations.
Right, but you don't know what or where it's talking about, and there's
Okay.
a lot of it that is blank, and it's, I'll say because you were the one looking this over last time, you're getting the same vibe of like magical energy that you were getting from the letter.
Okay.
So there's a lot of the book that seems visually redacted, that seems like it is
Oh,
meant
yeah,
for specific eyes.
cool.
Okay.
Wait,
I only rolled a
that's
6.
cool.
I'm going to say that the parts that you can read text, you're not really able to, from just looking at that, glean any kind of context.
All right. So, yeah, Edna would spend most of her week, honestly, looking through that library, figuring out what these small, like the key, the symbol of the moth, the different labels of the book, what that all could mean in the bigger picture.
Cal, what are you up to in the weeks after?
Cal is trying to figure out how to apologize to Eddie because he still feels a little awkward that she was listening and heard him say that it was a joke that he was in witness protection. Cal's not. He's not a cool guy. Or, I mean, he thinks he's a cool guy, so he's not really the apology type. He doesn't like to apologize, and he doesn't like to open up very much. And so he's trying to figure out any possible solution to work around apologizing and be like, "Hi, it was a joke because, witness protection isn't what I'm in. I'm totally." I'm totally something else. And he's trying to like figure out how to do it without apologizing. But he's definitely, that's been on his mind probably the last like couple days. He might have seen Eddie in that time, like maybe getting food or whatever, but he would not have like tried to reach out to see her. He would have just been like, if a group text was made to go hang out somewhere, he probably would, but he'd still feel awkward about it. In fact, I don't even know if Eddie would want to see him, but he wouldn't be like super worried, but he'd like be it'd be on his mind. Yeah,
Gotcha.
that's probably what he'd be up to.
Yeah, that's fair. Apologies for sissies.
That's right.
What is Ace will probably spend a little bit more time in the bunker, in addition to trying to finish it up so that you guys can actually hang out there and have Cal not make fun of it for not having anything. He's gonna try to make it look nice. He might he might paint the walls and put like some fake windows that like maybe show you outside, or like a kind of a thing where it's like, those like storm door things in like a basement where it's like the recessed like window, it lets in light, but it's still kind of underground.
Can I just real quick
So I would do that.
kick in? So Ace is trying to compete with this magical observatory that we got as the hangout spot
But also,
in your dirt hut underground.
listen. The thing about the bunker now is that there's that, at least in Ace's mind, there's that reporter who thinks that's where we hang out, and so in order to keep up the diversion, that needs to look a little nicer.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
So there's
fair.
also that coming into play in his
That's
mind.
fair. I understand
But
that.
also he's spending a little bit more time alone and in the woods because he's getting a little bit more introspective. He kind of flew off the handle a little bit last adventure that you guys went on, and he's kind of just trying to reestablish a sense of just like inner peace and level-headedness. He is surviving by himself for so long in the woods. He became a very skilled survivalist, and hunter, and so when it, like in the moment when it really counts, he can be a force to be reckoned with, and sometimes it could be like a little bit much. So he wants to try to find it within himself to kind of
Find his zen.
and kind of be able to keep his cool a little bit more, because he would realize that was like he had some scary reactions to some things last time and maybe went a little over the top. So yeah, Ace will probably come in at some point because he's close by in the bunker, and he'll say, "Hey Eddie, I know you're doing a lot of studying right now."
You see, she has her hair pulled up. It's grown longer now. It's pulled up with like a pencil in it, and she's got like another pencil in her mouth, and she's holding like 2 books in one arm, and she's reaching up to grab another one. She's like, "Hey Ace, give me 1 second." She like puts it down and takes the pencil out. Yeah. Huh?
Sorry, I know you're really busy with all the studying,
I think
and I
I'm
can't.
so close.
I can't wait to hear what you got.
Yeah.
But if you ever need a break,
Uh-huh.
I'm doing a lot of trying to redecorate the bunker and actually make it look nice and
Oh.
lived in and kind of homey.
Oh.
And I was just wondering if maybe you'd want to, because I went ahead and I made some bookshelves, kind of like carved them into the walls. Maybe you want to come fill them with books.
That's so fun.
You can make your own
Yes.
personal little bunker library, maybe.
Oh my gosh,
yeah.
that would be so much fun. You know what? We should fill them with like journals and stuff from our travels.
We could.
That would be really fun.
Yeah.
We could keep I do keep my journal already of our travels. And like a little encyclopedia of sorts, just to like
Yeah, but we could
take note
have
of all the
like,
things we've encountered and seen. And then we could even take some books if we can like loan any out from anywhere that we're staying, and that would be so much fun. We can make a little collection.
Yeah, we could, like you said, because you've been, documenting everything very thoroughly. But I think we could all kind of, at least on one shelf, kind of have a collection of our compiled thoughts about each adventure that we've been on.
That would be so much fun.
Yeah.
Great idea. Well, okay, I
Sweet.
do need to get back to this because I really think I'm onto something here.
All right.
But I don't know. Oh, it's just so many books, so many to get through. There's at
Do
least
you need
12.
a hand? I don't know.
Yeah, join me.
Okay.
And she'll spend most of the day just like looking through stuff.
And Ace will just kind of be there, like a teacher's assistant almost, or whatever.
Nice.
Like he'll just be fetching you books, not really knowing much about how to read them. Not an academic at all. His academic journey came to a screeching halt. June.
Well, she'd probably come to the observatory when you text her,
Okay.
before she actually tells everybody.
Okay.
Enter June, stage left.
Hey Eddie.
You see her in a very similar state that I just described with Ace. She's like, you notice that the board, her little Pepe Sylvia board, is like growing.
Yes, amazing. Okay, so you found a bunch of books. What's going on?
Check this out. And she opens up the door.
Oh my.
I've been going through them.
Have those not been here?
There's a piece. It opened up the key that I got. The key opened it up. So there's pieces of information, but some of it is visually redacted, just like the letter. So I'm trying to piece together what I can see, because apparently some of this I can't see, which means the Whirlwind is censoring it, and I don't know how it decides what I can see and what I can't. So I've made a list, and I'm trying to correlate every piece of information and what it connects to, and why I would be allowed to see that. Does it have to do something with the location? Does it have to do something with a previous mission? Are there certain people involved?
And-
Am I allowed to see any names? So I'm trying to like take notes of all the things that are like in common, and all the things that maybe they have that are differences. And this book right here, there's like barely anything. There's probably like 3 paragraphs in the whole book, which means I think there's a lot of really, really important things in there. And I really, really, I feel like I'm so close. I feel like I'm so close.
Eddie! That's really good. That's really, you're doing a really good job figuring it out. I'm sorry for yelling.
Sorry,
it's okay. No, it's okay. This is really cool.
This is crazy.
You just
right?
were a little lost in it, you
Sorry.
know?
Yeah, no,
It's okay.
I've been at this for like 5 hours now.
I can see that, and it's super awesome. Do the books seem like are they kind of like our book?
Yeah, no, look. So 101, 102, 103. Joe, what did you say it was? 101, 102,
Yeah, it's
112.
just 001 through 13.
Oh, 001, 001, 002, 003.
Okay, and
and
they
we're
kinda
on the
like,
13th, I think.
do they seem kind of like, are there like checked off things like in our book?
Josiah, are there checked off things?
Yeah, the format is different than our like Whirlwind book. It doesn't have the check marks. It's formatted more like an encyclopedia, just like a collection of information.
Does it look handwritten?
It is handwritten, yes.
Okay, cool.
But it's very nice. It's almost like it's been kind of
copied.
Yeah.
Like they used to do with like old, like in the monasteries when the monks would copy down books and stuff.
Yeah, but
Cool.
it's very even, and maybe it was magically like dictated somehow by somebody.
Oh, that's cool.
And then just a lot of it is magically redacted for special eyes only.
Okay.
Specific eyes only, I'm sorry.
For British eyes
Specific eyes only.
So Edna turns to June. So I think it's like, I don't know, like a log, maybe Prospero's or whoever became, was before Prospero. But I mean, it looks like it was written down as notes in their travels. I don't know. I'm so close to figuring this out, but I just can't.
I wonder
Something about it, I can't figure it out. I don't know.
Do you have one of the books open in front of you?
Yes.
Okay. When you say Prospero's name, the pages begin to populate in the blank regions, and you see names of places. Some you're just looking at this one page spread now, so you just see the name of a place called Philindor. And you've never heard of it before, but you just see the name at like the top of a page, and there's just a picture of like a pretty standard looking forest.
The moment that she sees that, she just stops talking and starts reading. Everything
That's
around her has
crazy.
disappeared. She's just studying
At
them.
this point, Cal walks in. He's like, "Hey, everybody, what's up? Hi."
like, look, come here.
What?
Look,
He walks over. Hi.
these are
What's
all.
up? Hi, Eddie.
She
She
just
starts flipping through the pages.
she just
Are
found
they
these
all
books.
appearing out?
So you flip to the next page, and it fills with more information about Philindor, but then you get to a point where it looks like a new chapter begins, and it stops.
I say it again. Prospero.
And it starts to fill in information that you already know about Fern Hill.
Oh, dang, that's cool. Where did we get is this the Whirlwind?
And it shows like descriptions of like it has a little section about currency and how it works, and the whole kind of like physical tokens of an IOU system, and it mentions some of the townspeople by name.
Oh my
and,
gosh. I want to try and flip through and see if I can find anything about the firmament.
About the firmament.
Yeah.
You'll get to the F section of this book, and you'll see it start changing to G. Which volume are you looking at?
I don't know. I mean, if it's F,
You can
then
flip
it's
the book over.
probably...
Your character can check which volume.
Well,
they're
I
reading.
wasn't. I'm trying to think. If it's the F section out of the whole alphabet, then it's probably like volume 3. I'll say it's volume 3.
Okay. So do you pick up a new volume?
Yes.
As you do that, and you flip through and see the name Prospero, it starts over again with A, B, C. This is not organized alphabetically, but they are numbered. So you get the idea that
Each book has A through
he
Z.
has a certain amount of space in these books, or they're from a certain time period or something.
Okay. So
fascinating.
just to describe to the other characters what you see, Eddie has sort of a manic look on her face. Her hair is messed up. She's wearing like sweatpants and a t-shirt, unlike her normally like buttoned up self, because she's spending so much time in here. And she's just like muttering to herself. She's like, each one has its own. Oh, and she starts pulling each one out and opening them up onto the floor around her. And there's like no space to walk. And so she's like crawling around and like opening up each one and trying to find the F section and like saying the name Prospero. And she's just like flipping through.
That's a good scene.
Like a crazy person.
Okay. How long do you do this for?
As long as I can until someone stops me.
Cal, I think we should just. Do you want to go eat lunch?
Yeah.
We could just let her
okay.
do this. I have some. I can make some sandwiches.
And Juniper will just go over to the kitchen and make some sandwiches and get some stuff that they keep there, and just kind of let her go nuts for a little while. And then after a little bit, she'll walk back over with a plate with a sandwich on it and a little bag of chips.
Eddie.
There's like 6 more books that I have to check.
Okay, but Eddie, why don't you take a little break, okay?
Prospero.
Eddie, take a quick
Prospero.
breath. Eddie, just a quick breath. I really don't want to shout again.
Okay.
Oh, good. You're okay.
What?
Just take a breath. Here, eat this sandwich.
She takes the plate and sits it down and then takes a huge bite of the sandwich. Prospero.
My favorite thing is when we make sound effects, we make the noise, but I've never eaten food and gone.
Yeah.
Nobody eats like that.
No
not a
one
thing.
ever has gone when they take a
Like,
bite.
why would they? She'll just kind of slowly back away and let Eddie kind of get back into it.
And I'm gonna ask June. I'm gonna be like, "Is she okay? What's she doing?"
I think she's really excited about all the things that she's found about the Whirlwind and these new books and stuff that Key really...
Oh, these are new books?
Yeah, these are new. Yeah, I asked her the same thing. I wasn't sure. I don't really pay attention to the books, honestly.
I don't really either.
But I think she said she used the key and then all these new books appeared. It was like really crazy. So
Oh,
anyway.
the key. Oh,
yeah,
that's cool.
yeah. Anyway, how's your
Interesting.
week been?
My week's been good. I'm kind of tired.
Yeah.
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 I've been at practice.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. How's that going?
It's going pretty well.
Is it fun?
It is really fun.
I
It's a
feel
lot
like-
of work, but it's fun.
I feel like I kind of want you to teach me some of the things that you learn.
Prospero.
Yeah, maybe I can teach you some of the things.
That would be cool.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Prospero.
That'd be fun.
Okay.
I'll teach you.
Yeah. Okay.
We'll get there.
Because you know,
But I need to
sometimes-
learn what I'm doing.
Well,
first,
yeah,
you know?
no, later. But
Yeah.
but I just kind of want to be able to stop people without necessarily killing them because that's kind of like what you were saying, honestly. But okay, well, and she'll just kind of walk over to her little plant wall and I think these guys need some water. It's been a minute. Okay, so
Cal's gonna
let's see.
as you go over there,
I'm gonna just
he's gonna look around the room, just kind of confused what he should do. Like he's like, he doesn't really want to interact with Eddie.
Prospero.
He doesn't really.
Oh gosh.
Prospero.
He's not really a plant guy. What's Ace doing?
Prospero.
Ace is just holding the stack of books as she gets through them. She hands them to Ace, so Ace is just
he doesn't
holding a
want to
stack of books,
distract Ace either, because clearly Eddie has him at work.
Eddie, do you want me to
Put it on one there
down?
and that one there. Don't step on that. Don't step on that.
Sorry.
Guys, do you like?
Specific
I need to make
page.
sure.
Okay,
Oh,
okay,
that
so
one's turning
can
around.
that-
Oh,
Guys?
no, friend.
so
Are you
I
too
have
close
the ones
to
that
the
you're
sun?
done
Hey
with.
guys!
Where do I
That's
put the ones you're
I
done
just
with?
think,
Prospero, put it
maybe I
right
just
over
need to
there.
turn it
Stack
this
it.
Ah,
way.
fire!
What?
Where?
No, sorry. Do we want to go?
Ow!
Silly Cal.
Yeah. Yes, all the books are on fire now. And that's where we're going to end tonight's episode.
Thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening.
Cal looks at the camera and kind of shrugs.
Yeah, he's
Cal! Do we want to go?
Eddie rubs her eyes for a second. You see they're a little bloodshot.
Eddie, how long have you been here?
She looks at her watch. I think it's been almost 7 hours now.
Oh my word. Okay, we need to get you away from these books
How
for
many
a minute.
Yeah.
books do you have left? You've gone through.
Well, I've gone through sections of every book, but I've completely read number 1 so far. Number 2 doesn't have a lot of. Well, now it has. Oh my gosh, it has so much more information now with Prospero. Flips through a page.
No. Put the book down, Eddie. Put the book down.
Guys, do we want to go?
Yes, please. Can we
so,
go?
Edna, how many do you have left to check the F section?
I don't know. I mean, if I've only been working on it for like 15 minutes, I don't know how big
Yeah.
these books are, but I'm assuming it would probably take at least 2 hours to get through all the books.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
You tell
only,
me,
You've
but-
only gone through about 5 of them, maybe.
do I find anything so far?
You don't find anything so far.
Okay.
Are you going through them like in numerical order? So just going one
Yes.
through. Okay. I'll say you made it to book 5. What time would you say that you got to the
when did you
observatory? Because
text
you
us?
said you've been here for
Probably,
7 hours.
yeah, probably like 9 a.m.
Okay, yeah. So it's like sun's getting real low.
Yeah.
So maybe we should go home and sleep, and then we can all.
Wait, 7 hours? It's like 4 p.m.
Sun's getting real low. You don't know how the sun works
Maybe
in
it's
Woodbine.
midwinter.
Maybe it sets at 4.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's true.
That would be
On
horrible.
the DM, the sun sets at noon.
Okay.
Oh no! I hate this world.
That's why Cal loves the cold, because the sun sets at noon.
Oh, and Juniper just dies.
Okay, yeah, it's 4. So it's 4 p.m. So you, it's like you've been here for a whole day.
Okay. She just kind of rubs her eyes and then like looks back at the books for a second.
As
But
much
she
as
doesn't say
I'd
anything.
love to go on a whirlwind adventure, I think maybe at least Inez needs to sleep. Maybe we come back tomorrow.
I don't
Okay,
need sleep.
that's
I'm
fine.
okay. It's only 4. I think I'm okay.
Well, Inez, if you need
Here,
sleep,
let's just.
No, I'm fine.
I'll make
Eddie, if you need sleep,
Oh my word!
I said it. Eddie, if you need sleep, it's fine.
No, I'm fine, Cal. I'm fine.
Oh, I'm gonna go make some coffee.
She kind of gets up and like steps through the maze of books that she has laid out in certain positions on the floor, like open, and walks over to the kitchen with June.
Okay.
She'll put on a quick pot of coffee. Okay,
Cal just
great.
stares at Ace, confused, like, what do we do?
I don't know if they're
Are
gonna
we ready
want
to
to go or not go.
Do you have the book?
What do you mean go?
I don't have the book.
We want to go. What
Eddie
are
has
you
the
talking
book.
about? I'm making coffee so that Eddie will wake up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm fine to go. It's fine. Let's go.
Oh, okay. All right. So Eddie, you have the book.
Yes.
Okay. So
Well, I keep it on a certain spot in the library, so
Oh,
I don't
gotcha.
have it on me. But when it's not on the pedestal,
Oh, wait.
Uh-huh.
We should bring your guys' bags this time.
Yeah, that would have been so helpful
Oh.
the last time
I
we
just
were
think
out.
that
if
it
we
would
had-
be helpful for us to have bags with us.
Yeah.
I just don't really want to lose it.
You're not
And
going to
you're-
lose it. Just
Well,
keep it
you
on your
never
back.
run out of space in your bag.
Yeah, you've
I know
got
I
a
don't
cool
run out
bag.
of space. Thank you very much. But it's kind of like a, it's like a, I've had this backpack forever. I just don't want to like lose it.
But
or have
then,
anything to happen.
but
to
you'll
it.
never use it if you're too afraid
Well,
to lose it.
I do use it, but I just use it here. Like if we lose it somewhere else, we don't really know how to get back there.
hey Ace, do you know if the thingy, the whatever thing, can make bags of holding?
I don't know if it can make magical items. We've
Yeah.
used it so far to
Sure,
just
for
make
clothes.
clothing. It's the
Yeah.
only thing. We don't even make weapons with it.
I'll bring my backpack this time. I just need to get a bag of holding. It's just gotten in the way so many times.
A bag of holding.
I mean, I guess I can bring it
What
today,
does that
but if
do?
something happens
Is
to
that-
it, then you guys
does
owe
it
me
just
a new
hold?
backpack.
Well, you
It's
don't have
unlimited
to.
space.
I just think
Huh?
it'd
So
be
you can, it's a
good.
small bag, but unlimited space.
Unlimited space?
Well, not
Space.
unlimited technically.
Unlimited space.
Technically, it's not unlimited, but it's a huge
no
space. It's a pocket dimension within a bag, so it carries big things for you. Yeah,
Unlimited space.
I think that would be so helpful.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Cal has one, but he doesn't want to lose it apparently. So I just
Well,
I
That's
want
what
to get
it
in.
is?
it's my child.
No
I mean,
wonder
I
he's
got
got
it when
so
I
much
was
space in there.
little. I can bring it today. It's fine. I'll bring it today.
No, it's fine. I'm gonna bring my backpack.
No,
anyway.
it's cool. I'll bring it. It's fine.
So do you feel the weight of everything that you carry?
No.
Or
Wow, I
yes,
can't believe Ace
emotionally,
hasn't heard
yes.
of a bag of holding.
Yeah. Where have you been, Ace?
In the woods.
literally living in the woods
Yeah,
since
it's true.
Probably
Oh.
literally under a rock.
Oh, this
Yeah.
was like all the thing. Every ad that came across on BooTube,
No.
all about it.
No. BooTube? No.
At least I didn't say boo boob.
On the DM, BooTube doesn't exist.
Okay, I'm sorry.
He's hard vetoing that.
Why?
No and stop.
No and stop. Eddie, you take the book, you put it on the pedestal, and the pages begin to turn, and the
We get to the part of the show where
Josiah tries to
truly
remember
doesn't know how the whirlwind works.
Josiah's like, what? Like a fireplace turns on or something?
Yeah. The lights flicker, right? When does that happen?
There's like fog.
Every now and then, for some reason, you guys notice that like the whirlwind just randomly operates kind of strangely for a day,
Every,
and
like,
you don't know why.
10-ish
Every 10-ish.
travels, we're like, oh, it's different today.
Yeah.
Something's different.
That's so funny if it like just does something different every time.
That's weird.
Yeah. Actually, don't correct me. Don't correct me at all. I'm just gonna say
do
what
it.
it does.
Okay. Go for it.
So the pages begin to turn.
Yeah.
And there's like a little, it's like flip calendar thing. Numbers begin to flip. You don't. No one knows what that means. And the lights begin to flicker. And the telescope spins. The big telescope in the middle, right? That's no, it spins, Joe. It spins.
Oh, it's different this time.
What's happening?
And the blue energy, it begins to surround us all. I do remember that. And we just we jump into the book.
For the record, Joe just made a hand motion to tell him what was next. And that's what Josiah thought.
We jump into a book. Josiah,
This is like
just
ink
because
art
you
or
don't
something.
just because you don't listen to this doesn't mean you don't actively play in it every time we do it.
Okay, so you were so close on a lot of things. For example, like the calendar thing with the numbers is kind of true, but it was like a dial. It was like a dial of numbers. And then
It's a flip calendar today, Joe, and the telescope is spinning.
I'm like literally dead.
Yeah, so today it's a flip calendar, the telescope.
no, we turn blue and shoot into the telescope into the sky.
The telescope is spinning, the blue energy is surrounding you, and you guys just get sucked into the telescope.
The moment we land, I go and check the book.
It is open to a page. It has this picture of a city. It kind of like you're looking down a street of the city, and it's very foggy, and it's almost like there's this low layer of cloud that's hanging over, and you see buildings, but you stop seeing them where like that cloud ends. And it's like a black and white image, so the only detail you get is kind of the structures and the shapes that you see in the picture, and it says, "Welcome to Corel."
Corel.
Yeah. K.
What is the thing that it tells us we have to do?
It says K. It's spelled KOREL. It just says, "Meet the supplier."
Ooh.
Can I see that, Eddie?
Sure.
It's interesting that it's spelled MEAT here.
Absolutely not.
He's using Josiah's own.
I was already thinking it,
It's
and I was
interesting.
like, no.
June, do you see this? It says
do I?
MEAT, meet the supplier.
Meat. Ooh. Oh no.
That's kinda
Josiah,
weird.
you can veto that if you want.
We gotta like put him through a processor, turn him into ground beef.
Guys, Josiah's episodes are always on
Guys,
the
I got him.
Why do we do this?
I got him.
Sir, we got him.
It's interesting. we have to meet this guy.
I'm down for a challenge. We'll keep it. Yeah, it says MEAT. It says "Meet the supplier."
Let's go! It says meet the supplier.
Oh God!
Why is it spelled like that?
That is weird.
Oh,
Has
no.
anyone meted anyone before?
Do you think we just throw ham in his
That's
face?
not
Maybe.
a word.
Meet? Meet is a
Meted.
word?
Meated.
Meted is a verb, is not a word.
Oh, okay.
The grammar,
Wait,
please.
meted is a verb is not. Oh, meted as a verb is not a word. Okay, well,
Do you think we give him meat, or do you think we have to turn him into meat?
I don't know, but at the very least, we're gonna need to have meat on us just in case.
Okay, so the first butcher shop that we see, we gotta get some meat.
Or his name is Meat.
Oh, welcome
So
to
we
Corral. Meat,
But
the
then it
supplier.
doesn't give us really an action. It's just
Yeah.
telling us there's a guy named Meat.
and
I
he's the
guess.
supplier.
Yeah.
Wait! I go back to the book. Prospero. Does anything new appear?
No.
Oh, darn. I thought maybe something would
what does
appear.
the outside look like? Because Cal, you opened the door,
You
right?
opened
Yeah,
the door?
I opened the door.
So when you open the door, your view is nearly... It's basically identical to the picture that you see, but now you have kind of color informing what the city looks like. And yeah, you can tell you're at the low level of a vast city. There's like a low-lying, thick layer of fog, and it is very much like just a low layer of cloud, because you can still see it's clear, and it is a little bit foggy, but there's just a thick blanket of cloud, like maybe
Oh,
like 50 feet in the air or something like that, and cutting off your view to the sky. But you can see light coming from it, and like you can tell these buildings and stuff continue kind of up.
What time of day is it?
It is night, and the whole, like the city, what you can see, there's like a yellowish glow to everything, accentuated by just like the lights and sounds and smell of just like thriving nightlife.
Cal immediately is pumped, and he's like, "This is the best place we've ever been to." And he
It's
turns
kinda
around. I am so
creepy.
excited. No. This is gonna be the best.
More like cool creepy.
I love cities. I love nighttime. I love fog. This is the best.
Okay.
This seems a little bit eerie, but
It's a big city.
Is there anyone
weird.
out there? And
I feel like I should be
puts out
so
her head.
uncomfortable, but there's like a cozy vibe, and I can't really explain it. It must just be the clouds.
Can I just make a perception check to see if I see anyone?
Yeah, you can make a...
And this is like, I'm kind of picturing like Coruscant a little bit. Sure. Is that sort of what it's like? It's like futuristic, like skyscrapers.
I'm picturing,
vibe?
New York City.
Yeah, like it's...
Oh, I was
and,
picturing
like even with
old-fashioned.
even without a perception check, like you can see people walking around. It's not like you're in like a ghost town. Like,
Oh, okay.
It is a thriving, like, this city is not going to sleep anytime soon.
Is it like
Cool.
modern?
You don't know if it never sleeps, but it's certainly not asleep right now.
Is it like modern?
Like there are people like stumbling out of bars, and
All of
there are
these worlds have like people stumbling out of bars.
Oh yeah, you have
'Cause
two
even in
drunkards
Inferno,
everywhere.
yeah.
Both start with people stumbling out of bars.
True. Wait.
Wait, yeah. So what time of year, or not time of year?
No,
like vibe.
does it seem modern? Does it seem old-fashioned? Like, are there cars?
right. There are kind of cars in a sense, like vehicles that are not being drawn by any animals, like moving on their own, like, and they're, there's exhaust coming out of them, but they're very futuristic looking. The buildings
Oh.
kind of look a little bit futuristic as well.
Oh, like
Ooh.
past
like
modern.
super modern.
Like
yeah.
like futuristic.
Yeah, like futuristic is kind of, it feels like a weird word to use, but this is
Like
like
cyberpunk-esque.
yeah, very
So,
much
like,
so.
Are the
20
cars
years
hovering?
in the future.
No, they're not hovering.
Okay,
they're
okay.
they're like on
Okay,
wheels and
okay,
stuff,
okay.
and like the ground and everything is like it's glistening, like it maybe just rained or something,
Cool.
Okay.
Oh,
So
it's
it's
such
like-
a vibe.
It's very humid as you're walking through.
Oh, cool.
I
I get
am
it.
pumped.
Wow.
This is gonna be the best.
I don't really love cities, but I like to visit them,
Okay, we have to meet the supplier or meet the
Do I see
supplier.
I will have you guys roll a perception check as you like begin to walk amongst the town. So as the door closes behind you, it's just a large like abandoned bank building.
Ooh,
And
that's
you walk
fun.
out and turn right, and then you're seeing down this like street.
I would like to note with my perception check that I am looking for a grocery store or a butcher shop or. Well,
I am
I'm
too,
guessing
yeah.
grocery store.
I am
Mine's
looking
just
for that as
general.
well, and potentially noodles, pho or ramen.
Oh, this would be a fun night for you. Yes. Are you
Just
looking
general.
for anything? Just general.
Yeah.
Okay. Everybody, roll a perception check.
19.
18.
21.
Wow.
So what you guys notice as you see people milling around is they are all dressed like they shop at the same place Cal does. A lot of like
This
leather
is the
and like
best day of
everyone
my
looks
life.
like they're in like a rock band, you know? Like that is very much.
Are they all people? Humans?
There are humans, you see elves, you see tieflings, you see gnomes, halflings, the whole gamut. Of like generally humanoid creatures.
Eddie suddenly becomes very self-conscious, and she tries to smooth back her hair that hasn't been brushed, and looks down at her sweatpants and her sweatshirt. Oh god! She starts trying to she just feels very self-conscious.
This is gonna be the best. And Cal walks clearly in the front of everybody. He's like, just follow my lead. We'll go find a butcher shop or something first. Maybe like a good bagel.
Do I see a grocery store?
You don't see a store. You don't see like a grocery store or shops. You're definitely in a place where it's more like there's nightclubs and bars, and there are a few restaurants. You do see a pho joint kind of on the left as you walk a couple of blocks, Cal. And I'll say with your 21, Eddie, there's a street sign that you see up on the first corner that you pass by, and what you're on is labeled just 10th Street, spelled Streat.
That's how he's getting around it, you guys. This world has different grammar.
Wait,
Joe is upset.
wait.
You did throw that wrench
He
at
beat
him.
me. I'll figure out a way to come back from this.
Yeah.
That's what improv
Joe
is
and I
all
are having a little competition.
Yeah,
for the
that's what
whole
improv
session
is
now.
all about, undermining your
It is,
fellow
yes, and.
players. That's when it
No,
works
Joe and
the
I are
best.
having a competition of no and is what
Yeah,
this is.
that's really what.
It's no but.
No,
It's
but.
either yes and or no but.
Yeah.
Are the two rules.
Yeah.
No, but
Mm-hmm.
Edna will point out the street sign and then give her hypothesis. I think that we are supposed to meet in MEET sense of the word.
it's just a weird world.
Yeah, because
Man, I wanted to learn what meeting was.
I don't think I did.
What? Sorry,
Did your
I didn't
parents
mean,
not give you that talk yet?
Sorry,
Oh.
Eddie. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
you didn't interrupt me. It's fine.
Oh, sorry. I thought I did. My bad.
No,
Anyways,
you're fine.
okay.
It's fine.
Cool. There's pho.
Ooh.
Has anyone eaten?
I just had that sandwich. Yeah,
Oh.
June just got me.
So
that.
did you.
Let's
That's
find
fine.
a
I don't need
supplier. Let's go. I guess maybe there's. I don't know. How do we find a supplier?
Are there any smoke shops?
And a supplier of what?
Yeah. I'll say there are some. You see like more that are specifically like vape shops, and then you see plenty of cannabis shops, and then you see a place that kind of sells it all.
I'm gonna go into the one that sells it all,
Okay.
looking just for tobacco.
And it's actually called We Sell It All.
Mm.
That's what the store's called.
Wow.
Mm.
We'd sell it all.
We'd Sell It All. Spelled WEAD.
I'm gonna walk in there. And look around. Actually, I'll walk up to the counter and be like, "Hello."
Younger guy with like really curly, poofy hair. He's got a big set of headphones on his head, and he turns around and he's just like kind of like twiddling like one of his hoodie strings. He's just like, "Yeah, what's up?"
Hey, I am looking for cigars.
Cigars?
Y'all got cigars?
Yeah, right. Like kind of in the back corner.
Mm-hmm.
You go like left, right. Yeah, it's right there.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a lot, but we get from the same place that Carmen's gets theirs from. So
that's pretty good.
It should be some good stuff there.
How much are they?
It depends. We have some of the high end stuff, not too much though, because limited selection. But
Sure.
like the cheaper stuff's gonna be more on the bottom shelf.
Okay, so
you
like
know?
how much is that usually ranging?
Yeah. Oh, gotcha. Cheap stuff. Probably go between like $12 and $20, depending on how like
how good of a cheap one you want, and then we even have ones like up towards the top shelves. Maybe it'd be like $50. Or,
$50, $50, $12.
It's probably the most expensive. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. I'll go take a look. I won't need any help or anything.
Oh yeah, no problem.
And he's gonna walk back there and kind of stand there, like for a good amount of time, hoping the guy kind of forgets about him and puts his headphones back on or something. And then he's gonna try and just swipe.
He never took his headphones off. He turns right back around.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna
Can
try and
I-
swipe 2 of them then.
Okay.
Go ahead. Yeah, sorry. I'll let you do that first.
Roll a sleight of hand check.
Oh, natural 1. Do I get advantage because he has headphones on?
Yeah.
Let's go. Oh, not much better. 13.
So yeah, you kind of, are you going for just like the first shelf that you see?
I'll look for anything that looks unique to this place.
Okay.
But like,
It's
I don't really care.
It's
if
a limited selection, and you're not really familiar with the environment.
Sure.
But you see cigars that just have different wrappers. Some of them have like the like tighter like cone. Some of them are more of like a normal shape to them. Not any stand out as like, oh, this is special, except for something that's maybe in like the locked cabinet, like on that top row.
Yeah, I'm not going for anything like that.
But yeah, the cheap stuff that you can see in front of you, it's not much. It doesn't look like they keep consistent inventory. So like some of the boxes are kind of dwindling supply. Like not too many people care about cigars around here.
I will try to grab the most expensive one that I can that seems like doable secretly. Like I don't want to.
Yeah.
I don't want to reach up really high.
Sure,
and grab
on
one.
that middle level, there's
Yeah.
the higher cabinets again are locked, but the lower ones, yeah, you can maybe grab a couple of the.
And I'm just gonna
like $20
because I
ones.
brought my backpack. I'm just immediately. Actually, no. I'm not gonna put them in my backpack yet. I'll just like put them up my sleeves or something. I don't know.
The moment that Cal goes back to take it, Edna's gonna walk up and talk to the guy. Who supplies your product?
So most of the cannabis stuff is gonna come from the what's his face Magruder's shop on the other end of town.
Magruder.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah,
Bye
no problem.
now. And she leaves.
Okay.
What's this really pretty green one?
The green one. That'll knock your socks off, I'll tell you that right now.
Oh.
This one is called Emerald Explosion.
Oh. Wow.
Josiah, this is my favorite
This-
NPC
What
I've
are,
ever
what are
done.
some of what are your favorite ones?
At
Like,
this point,
top
Cal
3?
puts the cigars in his pocket and goes,
Yeah.
"Thanks, bro. Nothing looks interesting," and he walks out or he tries to.
Oh, hey man. Do you stop when he goes, "Hey, real quick, buddy"?
No, I just keep walking.
He tends to be kind of rude like that sometimes. I'm sorry for him.
Are you friends?
Yeah, he's just a friend of mine.
That's all cool.
Yeah, what are some of your faves?
I'm not really gonna run after that guy, but like if you walk out of here without like actually purchasing something, there's that jar right next to the door. You just kind of throw like a shoplifter's 5 in there. You catch my drift?
Oh,
Just throw a little $5 in there.
interesting.
Yeah.
That's the worst. They make the next person in line pay for the shoplifter.
No.
Is that what you're saying?
No. Like it's like if you're gonna steal from them, like at least give them $5.
That's
Oh.
funny.
That's funny.
Interesting.
So, like,
well,
if you could just tell your friend, like, I honestly, like, I don't really give a shit, but like,
oh,
you know,
I just love.
I mean,
I love this
yeah.
NPC.
Sure, I'd be happy to tell him that.
it's just so I can say that we did make money off of everything we're restocking. You know what
of
I'm
course.
saying? Yeah.
So
yeah.
like top 3 favorite ones that you have here.
Okay. So this Emerald Explosion.
Feel free to say more if you want.
Okay. Sure. So this, honestly, the Emerald Explosion.
Okay.
And I wouldn't do this very often, but
No.
every now and then I'll hit
Of
it if I'm
course.
feeling really crazy. And
Uh-huh.
oh boy, it's a time.
Okay.
And then I was telling your other friend, actually, it's so weird that you're all coming to me one at a time, but whatever. This is the cherry
Fire, I think is
Fire.
what you said.
Yeah. That's quick memory.
Thank you.
This one's really, I'm hitting this right now in case you couldn't tell.
Okay. Well, thanks so much. I'm gonna go now.
Okay.
She kind of just stands there for a minute, having a clear like
going back and forth in her head on something. And she's like, I'm just going to look at the cigars over here real quick. And then she goes over to the cigar wall. and it's just kind of observing for a minute. And takes 3 that look really pretty to her. And puts them in her pocket. And then pulls out a $5 bill from
She takes 3 cigars.
And pulls out a $5 bill from the con world, and then walks over to the jar and puts it in the jar and walks out.
You just like, you guys who are watching her exit just see him just kind of like throw something off the desk and then walk over to the thing, take another 5 out of his pocket and just chuck it in the jar and kind of like trudge back to behind the desk.
That was the most interesting place I've ever been. Cal, I'm supposed to tell you that if you want to shoplift, you should leave him a $5.
What do you mean? I didn't shoplift nothing. As he's like putting the cigars in his bag.
Well, neither
He
did
just
I.
smiles
And she
at you.
pulls out 3 cigars.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Yeah,
you.
I know. All right, well,
Magruder. That's who we said was a supplier. So I don't know. That's one supplier option. We could go around and ask for other suppliers, maybe of things to bars or whatever, and then try to decide who the best supplier is. I don't know. She kind of looks back towards where the observatory door was for a second. I wonder if it's in one of the encyclopedias. No, it's fine.
probably not.
Okay, so
All right. Well, let's just kind of keep walking through the town and see what we can see. Maybe we'll see something that's more obviously going to be a big supplier of something.
All right.
Should we try to find meat, just in case?
I don't think so. I think they just don't do double E's here.
Okay.
Eddie
I'll
starts
be on-
walking down.
Foiled it.
I'll be on the lookout for anything that has
Got
that
it.
should have double E's and see if that rings true.
Every street sign, like, yeah,
It's always
when
that.
the shop had like the weed joke, it was EAD.
Okay.
Every double E.
Cool.
Yeah. I don't know what other double E words you would encounter on the regular.
Edna's gonna try and find like a bar or something interesting. We could ask around of like who's in the area. I guess we'll go to a bar and ask a bartender. So yeah, she'll look around for like a bar.
Okay.
Or like
yeah,
a
you
dive
don't have
bar
to
or
walk too
something.
far, and you find you find 2 bars, kind of right near each other or on opposing sides of this tight street. One of them is more of like a pub where there's like a food menu and stuff as well, and then the other one's more of like a clubby bar, so you can hear just like this like loud like coming from it, a lot of lights, and
I'll go into the
there's
club
a line
area.
to get in. There's a bouncer at the front.
Oh. I mean, I feel like more the shifty people would be in the club.
I was gonna say that.
Yeah, I get in the line for the club.
Okay.
I do too. I get in line with her.
All right. So you all get in line for this club. You maybe wait about a half an hour, and it's pretty slowly moving. Like somebody gets in like every 5 minutes, kind of a thing. Maybe about half an hour until you're like one group away from getting past security at the front before you can go in.
Cal turns to everybody. Okay, so when we get in there, it's probably going to be really loud, and it's probably going to be really easy to be lost. So let's try and stick together. If we're looking for shady people, which it sounds like we are, if this person's a supplier, usually they're going to be in a booth to the side, or probably not even on this floor. They'll probably be somewhere secret. There's probably another club somewhere. So we should probably look out for some sort of way to get downstairs, or see if there's anyone going through any back doors or anything that we could potentially check.
I can't see over anybody's heads, but does it look like there's a guy at the front has like a list he's going off of? Like, are we allowed to get through? I just can't see, and I've been trying this whole time.
That's a good question. I turn around and look.
Okay. Roll a perception check.
11.
11. Yeah, I mean, there's only one other group in front of you, and they're going through the security now, and it's literally just one guy giving them a pat down, checking their IDs, and then they go through.
Nope, we're good. You have an ID?
Yes, I do. I have it.
Okay. Yeah, we should be fine.
So you guys are up next, and then he just one at a time like waves you over, and there's another person there that has like one of those like handheld metal scanners, and they just have you guys stand in a quick T-pose, and they do that, and then you present your IDs, and they kind of look at it skeptically for a second, and maybe like shine a flashlight on it, because
I just
they don't really.
I'm like, I'm from out of state.
Clearly.
Yeah.
Your friends are from the same place you are?
Yeah, we're on a trip. We're here for the week.
Just visiting.
Alright, well, let's see your IDs. And he'll just like look at them for a second longer with his flashlight. And just kind of like give you all one last look.
This happens everywhere we go. It's really, really annoying. I
Yeah,
promise.
sorry about it.
Everywhere you go here, this is 100% happening. Don't give me any problems. I will find you.
What? Did we offend you in some way, sir?
No.
Juniper, she just grabs Juniper's arm.
Not yet, you haven't.
No, okay.
Sorry, brother.
Thank you.
Appreciate you letting us in.
Yeah.
And I walk when we start walking in. I'm like, all right, we got to be careful with people like that.
Why
we don't
would they
wanna
be
get kicked
upset
out
with us?
because
you don't
we don't belong here.
So?
We don't want to get kicked
Do they
out.
not like out of towners? That's stupid.
I don't know.
Alright. As you guys walk in, the front door of the establishment closes behind you, and you could hear a needle drop. Just about. And what you hear is reminiscent of a very classic jazz club. Like very warm lighting and light jazz music playing in the background. You can see a band starting to set up, and everyone's like, talking at like pretty medium to low, and sitting at nice tables, and there's waiters walking around taking orders.
Oh no, this is lovely.
Oh, I thought that beat was coming from in here. It must have been from next
Yeah, it
door.
must have been the other one.
Oh, this is not what I thought this would be.
Aye.
That's
Eddie
okay,
looks
I'm
down
down
at her
with this.
sweatpants and her sweatshirt and looks back up. Oh no.
Well, yeah. What are people dressed like?
Are they
in
dressed
here?
up
They're
fancy?
dressed like they were when they were in line. Like
Okay.
everyone's still
like
very like
normal cow
cyberpunk.
clothes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Then she
they're
doesn't
in their
do
Cal
that.
outfits. Their Cal fits.
She doesn't do
Their
that.
cow
then.
fits.
Yeah.
This is so lovely.
And a hostess will walk up to the group of you. Good evening.
Hi, I'm here showing my friends a good time. Clearly, as you can kind of tell, they're from out of town. So I was checking if we could get a table for 4.
Of course, you came to the best place for the best time. We have a wonderful lineup of artists tonight. And we had a table that just opened up. 1, 2, 3, 4 of you. Excellent. You guys can go ahead and follow me.
That is wonderful.
What's the name of this place, by the way?
Oh, this place
I didn't
is
see any signs outside.
right. There are no signs out here. And it's called Fish.
Oh.
Yeah, you guys haven't. I
that's
told you.
cool.
I told them this before we came in. We're going to the fish.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's
I
just
forgot.
just fish.
Right. Sorry. Sometimes
Do you guys-
you know people sometimes say the fish.
You know the it's in
Their whole thing. I wish for fish.
huh? No, it's like catfish.
Right.
Anyway,
Uh-huh.
go ahead and follow me. She'll lead you to a table kind of like in the middle of the room. It's actually a pretty nice view of the stage.
This is a pretty good seat.
Wow.
Thank you, ma'am. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Of course. Let me get you guys some waters, and go ahead and take a look at the menu right there.
Right there.
Yeah.
The one on that table over there.
No, the one in front of you.
Oh,
On the table in front of you.
this here.
Yes, that right
This
there.
is the menu.
Yep, right there. That's the one.
Cal, it's
Oh.
a menu. Can't you see it?
Well, there's nothing. I mean, it's just a piece of wood. Oh, I had it on. I was looking at the wrong side.
Yes, flip over the piece of wood. and
My fault.
Yeah, we've wood burned.
I see that.
It's
Yeah.
engraved. Oh,
That is
that's
pretty cool.
so pretty.
Yeah.
What is this thing here?
Are these
Before you
felled
walk away.
trees, or
Oh.
were these naturally found felled trees?
I don't know. We got them from.
Do you have a supplier?
Yeah, I mean we get them from Greenbrier Wood Goods.
Greenbrier wood goods.
and they
Wow.
supply a lot of
Interesting.
various wood products and
Okay.
like I don't know, a lot of lumber for infrastructure, and it's a pretty well-known
Okay.
company, I guess.
What is this first menu item here? This doesn't
Okay.
really make much sense.
Okay.
What does that say there?
What are your questions about it?
Yeah, what does that say? I'm sorry. I just
Okay.
can't really tell.
Oh, so that one just says burger.
No, sorry. The next one.
Oh, the next one. Okay, that one says fish.
That's
Why
right.
is it
Were you
spelled
asking what kind of fish?
P-H-I-S-H?
Gotcha.
That's kind of more what I was
That's what he
asking.
was curious about, I think.
Yeah. That's just how you spell fish.
What kind of... And we're referring to catfish is what you said.
That's what the establishment is named after because
right.
of the drastically different vibe of the outside versus the inside.
That's right. That's right. That is-
Do you
That's
serve catfish here?
No.
No, they don't.
This is halibut actually.
Oh.
You know what they say about halibut?
No.
You should order it for the halibut.
That's very funny, sir.
Thank you.
Do you have any other
You don't
questions
have to
about our
say that.
menu?
No, we don't. We have no more questions. Thank you so much. We really appreciate your
course.
time.
Of course. And she walks away.
Hostess.
What do you mean? We're totally fine. We're blending in.
This is not where you would get answers
Yes, it
about a
is.
supplier.
Oh,
I was
Eddie,
thinking for
Eddie.
a
The things that
dive
go
bar.
down
Oh,
in
yeah.
jazz bars.
That's true.
It's the high and mighty that know all the low and dirty.
That is
What
true.
are you
Actually,
talking
that was a
about?
very good way to put that. No, it's true. All the business deals happen in places like this.
Yes.
Everybody look around. Look and see if you see two scary-looking people
Uh-huh.
talking to each other kind of quietly right now.
She crosses her arms and leans back. Okay, Cal. Go find someone then. Go find the supplier.
I'm not
We're
saying
waiting.
the supplier's in here.
Well, go figure out where he is.
Yeah, if you're so sure.
And he's going to lean back, and he's going to roll a perception check. And Josiah, if
go
this
ahead.
is okay,
Uh-huh.
it's up to you.
Okay.
His background is is a criminal spy, so he has his feature is he has criminal contacts everywhere. Now, obviously, I've never been here, so I wouldn't say I have a contact. However, if it's okay with you, could I potentially like roll with advantage or something because I know the idea of what a criminal contact might look like, or specific things to note about meetings like this that might happen? Do you know what I mean?
Go ahead and roll a perception check.
I will do that.
Yeah.
24. Or should I roll with advantage or straight up? It's up to you. It's 24 at
Yeah.
least.
Yeah, and you don't really need the advantage, I don't think, especially with a
Okay.
roll like that. But yeah, you'll look around, and there is a table in the back corner that has chairs for up to 6 people, but there is only one person sitting in it. She looks to have some elvish features, and she has kind of jet black hair with like wisps of purple and blue in it, and is wearing like a leather jacket that's like kind of rolled up, and you can see like what you can see of her arms are like covered in tattoos, and has like the leather jacket just has like a lot of like those like spikes, and like she's got like chains hanging from like her matching leather pants. I almost said yellow pants. That's funny. Her romance
They
pants.
could be yellow leather pants.
Yellow leather pants. No, they're the
It's
same
the romance
color as
genre.
the jacket, and yeah, she's got like a motorcycle helmet on the table a little bit to her left, and occasionally a like burly man in a like all black suit with sunglasses and a earpiece will like whisper something and then kind of like walk off. And then every now and then somebody will come up to her and just seem like they recognize her and to have an exchange with her very quickly.
I will wait until everyone's gone at that table. And then, again, Cal kind of almost like intimidated by Eddie because he still knows she's probably somewhat mad at him. Like leans back and is like, okay, I'm going to do this. Spots her and is like, all right, Fine, I will. And he's going to get up and walk over and sit down in front of her. And he's going to, if she lets him sit down, I assume, I don't know, does she?
Yeah, you sit down. And after you fully sit down, she goes, yes, please have a seat.
And he grabs the menu on the table and begins to speak thieves' cant, which who knows if it's universal or not, but he's going to try it. And he just goes, I heard you should always order the fish for the halibut, which means I'm looking for information.
The fish for the halibut?
You should order the fish for the halibut.
Oh. I'm so dumb.
She says, I order off of a different menu when I come here. And that just means, who are you?
And he says, interesting. The menu that I order off of is also different. It comes from up north in the woodland area with the wolves, which basically means you don't need to know who I am yet, but I could potentially be a good contact for you. And then he's going to like kind of turn to the left so that she can clearly see like the lockpick in his ear. Just to be like, see, like I can pick locks. As he continues to look at the menu,
She kind of like looks actually like makes eye contact with you for the first time and just kind of like chuckles and looks away a little nervously. That's very forward of you. I have no idea who you are. My name's Aurora.
Now, do I know if that was thieves' cant or not?
That was not.
Did it seem like she understood what I said?
It seems like maybe it didn't come across the way that you thought it would. I don't.
He goes, oh, my bad. And he turns back around. Hi, Aurora. Nice to meet you. Just curious. And I kind of look at the other guy. I'm like, this guy's name? Hello, sir.
You don't need to speak to Fred. It's fine.
Fred?
Fred, I think we're okay. And the large man will kind of walk over to the other side of the room.
Cal kind of waves. He's like, bye,
take
Fred.
and take kind of a stand at a perspective that would be strategic.
Cal's gonna look down at the menu. What do you have you been here before? I mean, I assume.
Yeah, I come here a lot actually. I haven't seen you here before.
What do you usually order? I'm new here.
I usually don't even have to order. The chef just makes me something when.
Just so
when
it's
I
always
come.
different, is what you're saying?
Usually.
Do you
They just
actually order
kinda
from a different
freeball
menu?
something.
Because that'd be badass.
No, I was just asking.
Sure,
Who you
I was.
were.
Yeah, that's what I figured. I got that.
And then you
first.
said what you said.
Well, I wasn't trying to be weird. I apologize if I came off strong. I was just trying to see if I could get, maybe some information. You looked like someone that maybe I'd want to talk to that might know some, some good contacts around the city and stuff. But I might be, you speak the cant, so.
I'm sorry?
Thieves can't.
Thieves can't.
Wait, what were you speaking? Oh, what?
Well, I mean, we.
Do you call it something else here?
Yeah.
Again, I'm out of town. From out of town.
From way out of town, I suppose.
Very. First time in the city.
What's your name?
My name is Caliper.
Caliper?
Yep.
Like
on a car.
Like on a car?
That's right. My dad had a sense of humor. He liked cars.
I see he passed it down.
Yeah, kind of a little bit. I'm pretty funny.
Is this flirting?
I'm so
Okay.
alone.
Okay.
Well,
hilarious watching
you can-
Joe and Joe.
You can either sit here or go sit with your friends.
Well,
but
sure. One question for you. Well, actually, I have a couple questions if you don't mind.
He's so rude.
I
She was in the middle of a sentence.
I don't have a lot of time to sustain a conversation, but we can pick this up later. I'll be right back. And she just very calmly gets up and walks into a door that says staff only.
Is Fred there still?
Fred will kind of stand at a position of a little bit more attention and walk back into that staff only door with her.
Juniper will come over and sit in the chair that the girl was sitting in.
Cal, are you trying to flirt with this woman? Because you are doing a terrible job.
No, I'm not trying to flirt with this woman. I'm trying to get information, and I think she's the right person. She knows stuff.
She knows stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, my word. I just think that you're kind of making a fool of yourself over here.
What do you mean?
You interrupting her, and you're just kind of... It's a whole thing, okay?
Okay, sorry. I won't. I'm not trying to flirt with her, though. I'm not trying to give her the wrong idea.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah.
Okay, well, she's getting the wrong idea, I think.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, no. Okay, so I won't interrupt her anymore. Is
Well,
there
yeah,
anything
but
else I should do?
I don't know, but it kind of seems like she's interested, you know?
What? I don't want that.
I know, but that's kind of what you're making it seem like. I'm just trying to tell
I
you.
am?
I think so.
At this point, the lights kind of dim down and the background music stops, and you just hear "Please welcome Gun," and you see a band start to take the positions at their instruments, and Aurora will go and kind of stand in front of them holding a microphone, and the drummer kind of counts off 1, 2, and then it's just straight up metal music.
In a jazz club.
What
my
on
gosh.
earth?
Edna looks at them and then looks over at the table at you guys and just mouths, "What the heck?"
This is the most confusing bar I've ever
Okay.
been to.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm very confused now as well.
It's
but this
kind of cool, though.
is kind of awesome.
But it's incredibly confusing. So, that's the girl you were just talking to.
Yeah.
She's the lead singer of the band.
Yeah.
Okay. And they're called Gun?
Yeah.
A metal
guess.
band called
Yeah.
Gun.
Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to just sit there and listen. But I want to listen, and this might not be a thing at all. But I'm going to sit and listen and see if, the lyrics that she says
Yeah.
are Thieves' Cant themselves
Mhm.
in any way.
Yeah. Roll a perception check.
Oh, it was a 15 and then it rolled to a 5.
Boo.
So I rolled a 10.
Yeah, I'll say with the 10, as you listen to the songs, some of it sounds like something that you know to mean something else in Thieves' Cant, but then there are other things that just wouldn't really make sense, or maybe you're surely that's not what she means, and you get the idea that there's just a different dialect of Thieves' Cant spoken here.
Got it.
But she
That's
is
kinda cool.
making
That's
eye
very
contact
cool.
with you for most of the time. And is raising her eyebrows, and
and then I lean over to June and I'm like, June.
pretty suggestive.
I say,
She
June.
is so into you.
I gotta say,
Oh,
June,
man.
I'm not gonna tell you what I said to her, but I think I said something that I didn't mean to say.
Well, that has become incredibly apparent. She will not stop looking at you.
Yeah, she's really eyeing into my soul right now.
What are you going to do?
The whole
And she
time
is
she's
just screaming.
What are you going to do?
Hold on. I'm trying to figure out if I can piece together anything that you're saying right now. No,
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah.
What am I
okay.
supposed to do? I don't know. Maybe this is the wrong person.
You could ghost her. Oh, that's probably a bad
I
idea.
don't want to ghost
That's
her.
not very nice. You could.
Dang, she's really killing it.
I mean, she's pretty good. Do you really think she has any information? Because if not, you need to just let her go, and we'll just move on, and we got to go talk to somebody else.
I don't know.
While all this is happening, I'd like to go up to the bar.
It's
Okay.
been some time.
I want to go up to the bar and wait for the bartender to take my order.
Okay. So a bartender walks up and he's shaking a drink with one hand and mixing with another.
So Eddie's going to lean forward. Can I have a Coca-Cola?
You boob.
Yeah, that's what she said. She said, "Can I have a Coca-Cola, you boob?"
No, sorry.
Can I have a Coca-Cola, please?
You what?
Yeah, what?
Yeah. Anything else?
Just that. Thank you.
No problem.
Does the bar look super busy? Is there anyone like right next to me? Or would
yeah.
I have to move?
Yeah, I'll say there's a there is a tiefling, just kind of in like a shirt for another metal band maybe on their shirt, and like they have like a leather vest on and like some tattered like bell bottom jeans.
Okay.
He's a
She'll
hippie.
kind of lean over and be like, "Do you like them? Do you like their music? I haven't heard them before."
Oh, I've never heard them before either. But
Oh.
they sound good.
I've never been here before, so just
Yeah.
getting to know the place.
I'm a big Roses fan, and
Roses. Oh, I don't know them either.
they're really good. I saw them in their first tour. It was crazy, but yeah, they're probably my
Cool.
favorite metal band.
Cool. I'm Edna, by the way. She extends her hand.
Hi, I'm Jason.
Jason, nice to meet you. So, quick question. And she's gonna lean forward. I'm new in town. I'm visiting for the week with my friends. We heard there's someone who goes by the Supplier. Do you know who that is?
Supplier of.
Well, apparently that's just his name, is like the Supplier. Is that true?
Well, I mean, there are a lot of suppliers around here, I guess. It depends on what you're looking for. But yeah, there are a lot of like kind of smaller companies that supply different things, I guess.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yep. Mm-hmm.
But
Yep.
what are you looking for though?
I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, like if you're looking for, I don't know, if you're looking for weed, I know a guy.
Oh,
But,
no, I'm fine. Thank you.
Okay.
Where's my Coca-Cola?
You see the bartender like finish up somebody else's drink and goes, right, yeah, sorry, coming up
you.
quickly.
Thanks, Jason. It was really, really nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Yeah, enjoy the music, okay? And she
Yeah.
kind of head bops away. Back to the table. And then sits back down and puts her head in her hand. Oh, so stupid. What am I doing?
Ace is just like, he's like trying to like find the beat of this music, I guess. It's not really something that's his cup of tea, but he's just sitting there like eating and just taking it all in. Yeah.
I'm gonna turn back to June again. Okay, so what do we do? Do we just wait
This
here?
band
Shall
is really loud, huh?
Yeah, Ace.
Interesting.
Do we just leave?
Well, I don't know. It just depends on if you think that there are any contacts with this woman, or if it's not going to work out. Also, like, are you interested?
No.
Oh. Okay, I just wanted to be supportive. I don't know.
I mean, she seems cool. You know, she's in a metal band.
Yeah,
and,
like that's nice.
you know, that's kind of cool. But no.
Okay, that's fine. Okay.
She's got a good voice though.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe this isn't the one, but dude, I told Eddie I would find out.
I mean, she might know.
Yeah, she might. Should we just wait then?
We can just wait. I mean, we're not really in a rush, are we?
No, I guess not.
Also, what is going on with you and Eddie? Oh my word.
What do you mean?
Yeah, she is clearly mad at you, and you're clearly trying to like get back at her. It's really strange.
She heard our conversation the other day. Well, last week.
Oh.
When I was like, yeah, it's a joke.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
That's really good. Oh, so then, okay, so what I said rings even truer then.
What?
That you need to go be honest with her?
I can't. Not right now.
You could right now. You can kind of drown it out by the music so everybody feels weird anyway.
Yeah, but I feel like That is a good point.
Alyssa, side note, is that what you do? You're just like, yeah, it's a loud environment, so we'll
I'll
feel
just
less
wait.
awkward.
I
I'll just wait till the
100%
perfect
feel
moment.
way better in loud environments when I can just like shout things I'm uncomfortable about.
Hey!
I'm like, I don't like this. And then I just like moonwalk away.
That's kind of what she does at all weddings, I think, right? Hey, I hate this.
I don't want to be here, so
I
Oh,
pretty
God.
much hate all of you. Ah! Just kidding. I'd never feel
I said you look shitty, Denise.
yeah. Yeah, I think you should talk to her, and I think that you, again, like I said, you don't need to be honest or whatever. It's really loud, but you don't need to tell her what's going on. You just have to, I can't even think. You have to just tell her
Eddie,
that you're not
Eddie.
ready to talk about it yet.
No, not Eddie.
That's not
June,
my name.
June.
What?
It'll be fine.
What? You call my name?
Nope.
Yeah, Eddie, come here.
I assume Eddie's behind me, so I'm just staring at June.
She
I go,
like
nope.
she
I'm
like
like,
turns her head right, left, and then she'll like make her way over with her
I just, like, look at
Coca-Cola.
June.
Now is the moment.
June.
Now is the moment.
What are you talking about?
Now. Hey, Eddie.
Hey, Eddie, what's up?
Hey.
So we found the contact.
Speak up, Cal. I can't hear you.
At this point, Aurora says, "Thank you very much, guys. We'll see you the next time we're in town. Thank you so much for the warm welcome, and yeah, man, feels good to be back on the road again. Thank you so much." And then they all
Eddie
exit
will
the
run
stage,
back
and
to
it gets
her
quiet
table.
and starts playing the jazz background music again.
Oh, okay.
Cal, I am making this happen whether you like it or not.
What do you mean?
You're talking to Eddie today.
Okay, well, I think you need to get out of here so that I can keep talking to this. Actually, unless you want to.
I'm gonna stay.
Okay.
I'll be your
that's
wing
fine.
woman.
No, that's not what I mean right now.
I'm going to be the what is it they call it when you help to take away any romantic tension?
A cock block.
Yeah, I'll be that.
At this point, Aurora will join you back at the dude.
Aurora! Oh my goodness, you were so good. You just can like scream so good. It's so wonderful. Cal, what's wrong?
Cal has his head in his hands.
She just kind of
That's my
like
secretary.
she just kind of like lightly chuckles for a second. What are you really looking for?
I'm looking for.
Caliper.
That's right. That's my name.
Do you go by Cal?
Not really.
He
I'm just gonna
prefers
call you Cal
Caliber.
anyway.
All right. That's weird, but that's fine. I'm looking for the supplier.
Supplier?
That's right.
What are you looking for that needs supplied?
Meat.
So you're looking for a butcher?
Does the sentence "meet the supplier" mean anything to you? MEAT.
Yeah, like you meet a supplier
Okay.
of whatever you need, whether it's
Right. Well, yeah.
certain.
Secretary, please jot this down.
I'm from a few towns over. I don't know if you're familiar with the territory. I don't know how far out of town that you all are
Well,
from.
what's it called? I might know it.
My town is called Ohio. Spelled MEAT.
It said Ohio the supplier the whole time. What are you doing after this? A great set, by the way. You have like another set or you,
No, that's the only one that I'm
That's
doing
it?
tonight. And
What do
then-
you do like during the day? Because that was like 4 minutes.
Are you asking what I'm doing tomorrow?
No, I'm just asking what you just normally do during the day.
Small talk, ma'am.
Yeah, I
Thank you, Secretary.
I write songs. I read.
Do you supply anything?
I supply music.
Here's the thing. We're looking to just meet the supplier. So if you could point me in the direction of him. That would, or her.
Meet the supplier.
That's right. MEAT, the supplier, is what I'm.
Right. Meet the supplier.
That's right.
Which
That's normal
again,
here, Caliper.
are you
That's
looking? Is there anything specific that you're looking for? I know some people in the area.
Well,
but,
what suppliers do you know?
Like I know people who sell instruments and drugs, and we're a band.
Instruments
know?
and drugs, yes.
Like
That's right. I'm not in
I
the band.
know the suppliers in town for things that I need, but it sounds like you don't really know what you're looking for.
Is there any supplier for things that you need but don't yet know you need them?
That's a good question.
Thank you.
And Cal just stares at her wide-eyed, like, huh?
You guys talk really funny.
Okay.
Can you give me a second with her alone? And I just turn her away, so we're facing just away from the lady.
Sure.
And I just go, okay, so do we just need to meet any supplier?
I don't know. I feel like it's probably a pretty specific supplier, but
I feel like it is
but
too.
maybe it's just
It's
any
the
supplier.
supplier. Maybe it is.
I mean, it wasn't a capital T.
We're not gonna. That is a good point. And also, we, but at the same time, we can't meet every supplier in this giant city.
Absolutely not.
We're gonna
We
be here
have-
for years.
We don't want to do that.
No, we don't.
Okay, the supplier. Could supplier mean anything else? I got nothing.
I mean, honestly, in this place, probably. Apparently, meat means something else.
Right. Well, they just spell it weird.
Here. Yeah, they spell it really weird.
Okay. I think.
Is she listening to us?
Aurora, are you listening?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay.
Oh,
She's listening.
good. That's
And
really
I turn
good.
back around and look at her. So
We think that this is a dead end, so we're gonna move on. But thank you so much for your time.
Okay, so we're not.
yeah.
it's really awkward to scoot the chair out. Yeah, we're gonna go.
But really a pleasure, and your music is really something special.
Truly something. I really enjoyed it. What was your band name again?
Gun.
Good.
And yeah, thank you for stopping in and listening to our music. Yeah, if you wanted to hang out or whatever, you guys seem nice.
We'll think about it.
Can
Yeah.
I
And I
roll?
start walking away.
Can I roll a general insight check and just kind of see if she seems like she's hiding anything? If this seems weird? Is that okay?
Yeah, go ahead.
Cal just looks nervous, and he says, "We'll think about it," and walks away.
18.
18. It seems like she has something else to say.
Or Juniper will turn back to Aurora. If you like, I don't know, if you think of anything about who the supplier might be, or like have some info. We kind of got a mysterious thing where we just like need to meet somebody called the supplier, and we're just kind of trying to figure that out. So, if you happen to know anything, I'm sorry. Sometimes we sound a bit weird, and we get a little tripped up on our words and stuff, and give off a weird vibe, and I'm sorry about that. But, so if you know anything, you just let me know.
You do give off a very weird vibe.
I know, and you know what? I've just decided to be comfortable with that.
You guys remind me of somebody that I know.
Do we?
We're gonna load up our van out back in about 15 minutes, I'd say. Meet me back there. There's I think there's someone I should introduce you to.
Should I be afraid? This is just very mysterious, and I like to just know when I'm going into things,
I don't think you need to be afraid.
Insight check.
Juniper's just my favorite.
I was about to say,
Should I be afraid?
being enlightened watching the show is realizing that Ace going into the woods is not the craziest one in the group. And that it is Juniper.
Oh yeah, totally.
100%.
Well, and the fun thing about her asking these types of point blank questions is she's trying to get reactions out of people.
Yeah.
Like she knows.
She knows.
I rolled a 7.
Yeah, she's doesn't seem to be like holding anything back here. She's just like, this is the band going, let's hang out after. Like, people don't really.
Sure.
It's not like this open invite thing all the time.
Okay,
and so
sure.
like if you're getting invited to hang out with a band after like a
it's
show,
cool.
it's a pretty DL kind of thing. So she's not being very forthcoming
Okay.
in her energy and her information.
Well, that.
But
Oh, sorry.
any of you guys, do you have anything else you were gonna
Well,
say?
I was just gonna say, while that small interaction was going on,
Yeah.
I go back down and sit next to Eddie and Ace, kind
Okay.
of just like nervous and still awkward and like quiet.
You've been talking to that singer a lot. Is
Yeah, no,
that the supplier or?
no, that's not. No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Eddie sips on her
she
Coke. Or her
Coca-Cola?
her Coca-Cola.
Is she like a criminal, or is she getting you any information, or?
Maybe. We're working on it, I think.
Okay.
I don't know what June's talking to her about, but yeah, I mean, I think I don't know. I don't think I was completely off or anything. So,
June, are you gonna say anything else to her? Or?
I'm just gonna say thank you for that information.
Of course. I'll see you guys in a few minutes, I guess. And she turns around and walks onto the stage. You can see the band and some of the stagehands are packing up. If you watch her walk over there, you all can roll a perception check.
23.
19.
15.
As the band is, putting guitars in cases, and June, you will see on some of their cases they have like stickers that have like different names and like maybe some other bands. As Aurora is packing up one of her guitars, one of her cases just has a big moth sticker on it.
It's all connected. It's all connected. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Juniper's gonna very hilariously, not casually, but trying to look casual. She will walk back and like try to look casual as she's walking back, but like does not look casual. She looks very excited. And she, guys,
What did you find?
I have information. A number
Nice,
of things.
June.
Okay.
Number of things.
We are going. First of all, Aurora, lovely woman, said that we remind her of somebody she knows, which I find
Oh.
interesting.
Okay.
Well, everybody dresses the same outside.
But I'm not.
That's a good point.
Yeah. Okay. Also said that she wants us to hang out with the band because we're pretty cool like that. I know. So wanted us to meet her outside.
Okay,
and-
but does she know the supplier? That's
well,
the
I
question.
asked her about that, and then she was like, "Y'all should hang out with us." So I think she knows something. Thirdly,
Nice job, June.
I happened to notice on her guitar case that there's a sticker of a moth. And now, like, maybe moths are just cool, right?
Yeah.
But I just don't think that is
That's
a
just
coincidence.
Too many coincidences.
Too many coincidences. So, in about 10 minutes, we absolutely need to go outside.
Eddie will whip around and look at her. And
Look, we're casual. Don't look so obvious.
sorry. And then she'll like try and sneak a peek of the moth and also of Aurora.
I kind of point out the case that the moth was on.
Yeah, you especially looking for that sticker, you'll see the one on her case, but you can also see it on other cases for other of the band members' instruments as well. It's the same type of moth, and
This is not a coincidence, you guys.
I
It has
know,
to
that's
be
what I'm
it.
saying. So, we have about 10 minutes to kill. Does anyone have anything they'd like to say to anyone? And she just kind of looks at Cal and then looks away.
I had a great time tonight. I've listened to some music that I don't really listen to
That's
very
wonderful,
often.
Ace. I'm so
And
glad to hear that.
It was, the vibe was a little weird because the vibe kept
Just saying
switching.
to anyone?
But the vibe really kept me on my toes, and it was a really exciting night, I think.
I'm so glad you enjoyed it, Ace. How about you, Cal?
I've really liked this place. That lady was nice.
Anything
I
else?
mean, Cal got us in with the band. That's
Well, I mean, June did that.
Well, I mean, I kind of.
Cal helped some. He
Yeah.
got her attention. He like found that she was over there.
Yeah,
you
you
know?
got her attention.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Any other?
Oh.
She's nice.
Are there any other things of note, Cal? Calgo Cassidy? My friend?
Not
Good
that I,
Cal?
Nothing comes to mind. I really like this place. I would move here, honestly.
How about you, Eddie?
Wait, what are you asking for again, June?
I'm just, anyone have anything that they want to say in particular? Or get off their chest?
Wait, what? Huh?
I don't know, I'm just wondering.
It's a nice day today.
I'm gonna go. And
So
she
are we supposed
just
to, like,
walks
meet-
out towards the front door?
Are we supposed to meet the
No, we have
band
to wait 10
somewhere,
minutes.
Laura just left.
I'm still here.
Laura's packing up her bag and she's leaving.
No, they're
Laura's
lying.
backflipping out of here.
Yeah.
She just did
I'll do that
backflips
if
all the
you
way down the
agree.
Yeah.
hallway.
That's the sound that backflippers make?
Yeah. You jump back.
Wow, Laura, you're getting really good at those.
Thank you so
huh?
much.
I'm
She still hasn't done a
flipping.
single one.
Yeah,
I'm flipping.
I'm flipping. Dog comes back to all the way to that.
I'm flipping.
Okay, so Eddie walks away.
She'll walk out to the front of the restaurant and wait for her
Calgo?
friends to join you.
Ace, you've been pretty quiet today. What's been on your mind?
Well, like I said, I think today's been a very interesting day. Very unique experience.
Tell
I
me
think,
more about
and,
that.
You know, got to listen to some interesting music that I don't listen to very often.
It's pretty nice, though. It's kind of fun, right?
Yeah,
Juniper stands up and walks
It
away.
is, you know. I think after a while, I kind of started to really find the beat. Okay, you guys are leaving. Okay, we'll
Yeah,
we'll come with you.
Oh,
She's going to run after Eddie.
sure. We'll come.
I guess we're leaving.
I guess
now.
we're leaving now.
No, she turns around and points.
Uh,
No, she points at Cal. And then she points at Cal and then like points like sit. Like stay at the table.
And Cal just puts his hands up in the air like confused. He's like, "What?
And she just like mouths from far away. Stay over there.
What? We gotta go."
why does she want us to stay here?
I don't know.
And she's going to follow Eddie out.
I don't know.
She seems really upset.
Yeah, she. Did you do something to make her mad?
Oh, what an ass.
Oh
Do you think I did?
I don't know.
Was it something I said? Maybe she didn't like the music. Maybe I
Well-
talked too much about the music.
It could be. Well, let's walk through your day.
Okay.
How did you start your day?
Well, maybe I was helping Edna in the library or in the
Oh.
observatory, and then
Oh, you know what? You don't even have to say anymore. June is a very jealous person, especially of her friends, and so she might have just been jealous that you were helping it. You might want to talk to her about
why
that.
would she be jealous that I'm?
Brother, I don't know. And I grab him by the shoulders and I go, I don't know. But June,
I was
she'll
just
hold a
being
grudge.
Why
I know.
would she be upset with that?
Look, it's just
We were
kind of.
both trying to help Edna. I
know.
think.
It's just kind of. Sometimes she's just like, oh, I really want to do that. And if you're doing it, you know.
She was
She'll
making
get
her a
just jealous.
sandwich.
Yeah. And she probably didn't want to.
Was I supposed to make the sandwich?
I think, well, I mean, you're the kind of the outdoorsman.
no one likes the food I make.
No, that's not true. They love the food you make.
You said you hated
I said
my
that.
breakfast stew.
That's, yeah. Well,
It has
It's
a whole
just
loaf
kinda-
of bread.
it's
you
just
told
kinda
me
weird.
everyone hated my breakfast
well,
stew.
it's just kind of a weird combo to put, like bran flakes and rabbit together. I don't know. It's just kind of strange.
I mean, it doesn't have to be those things. It's just whatever's passing.
Well, then
Alone.
what makes it a breakfast stew if
You
there's
eat it
no
for breakfast,
structure?
Cal.
So anything you eat for breakfast that's in liquid is a breakfast stew?
Isn't it?
Do you know what cereal is? You were born in the woods. Is that a
No.
breakfast stew?
Cereal?
Yeah.
Is cereal a stew? Oh my god. Dude, cereal's a stew.
It might be, but maybe June was pissed that you didn't make her. Well, maybe she just wanted to help. I don't know. That might be it. That might not. Look, man to man, you might just want to talk to her.
Roll a deception check.
Yeah.
Are you gonna roll an insight check for Cal or for Ace? I always do
You
that.
never know your own name.
I really don't.
18.
19.
Oh!
Man, maybe. Well, I don't know. You're making it sound like it could really be anything.
Well, yeah, I could. I don't know.
I didn't
Look,
even
you
think I
know
did
your
that
day
much
better than I, but that's
I don't
just-
think I do.
Well, that's just my first thought. Is that? But look, it's not important. She's fine. She'll get over it. I don't think you need to talk
I
to
think
her.
it's important.
You don't need
like
to talk
when
to
people
her.
are upset with me.
No, you don't need to talk to her about it though. She'll get
It
over
seems like she's pretty upset with me.
No, she's not.
She told me to sit here.
Yeah, that is true. She was pointing at you and told you to sit there. But it's probably fine. Look, I'm here with you, bro. You know, we're going to get through it. It's fine. Sometimes stuff happens.
How long do you think we've been talking? Maybe about 5 minutes?
I
till
think
meet
we
the
could
band?
probably go now.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Maybe just, you don't need to bring it up to her at all. She'll forget about it probably in the next 20 minutes.
I doubt
So
it.
don't ever
She
have
seems
to
like she's
say-
been upset for longer than 20
Well,
minutes.
yeah, but we'll just get, as we get farther into this, she's probably just not gonna remember it, and you won't have to ever bring it up or bring up the fact that we talked about it. This kind of man-to-man, bro-to-bro conversation, it's better if the girls aren't involved.
Is it?
Cool?
Are you sure she's not upset at
She's
the whole
totally-
thing where you lied to Eddie or whatever?
I didn't do that. I don't know what you're talking about. It's time to go. And he just
I
walks
don't
out.
know. You forget that Ace was
Oh, yeah.
there when
You
you guys
said he was sleeping.
No. You
in
guys
the observatory
rehashed it all
after.
in the
Oh, yeah,
observatory
yeah.
after,
That's right.
and you were blocking the doorway,
That's
and he's
right.
just standing behind you,
Yeah.
listening to all this.
Yeah.
Man,
Actually,
Yep.
I'll say that Cal remembers all of that as he's walking
Yeah,
outside. He's
yeah.
like, oh, shoot, he was there. He knows. He walks out.
Okay, so when Juniper runs after Eddie outside.
Eddie, wait. What? Eddie. What is going on?
What are you talking about?
Why are you so upset with Cal?
Oh, I was so confused what you were talking about.
I'm just, I know.
Well, Cal, he's a liar, so,
Well, yeah. Yeah, he is. It's kind of the worst, right?
well, yeah.
Yeah. Well, maybe you should confront him about it.
I already did.
You did?
Yeah, I told him at the observatory.
And what did he say?
I don't know, I left.
Oh. You just told him that you heard him and then you left?
Yeah.
You didn't want to talk about it?
No, if he wants to talk about it, he can come and talk to me.
Oh. But you don't want to try to talk to him?
Juniper, why would I go and try and talk to him and fix all of this when he's given no indication that he actually wants to talk to me about real things? If he actually wants to talk to me about real things, then he can come and talk to me.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I guess that's fair. I mean,
The
I'm not
ball's in
saying
his
it's on
court,
you.
okay?
I'm not
That's
saying it's
all
on
I'm
you. I'm
saying.
just saying that maybe if boys are dumb. And sometimes they don't talk about things that they need to talk about.
Well,
Then
that's
it's-
on him, okay? Juniper, I don't want to talk about this right now. Honestly, I'm over it. It barely even bothers me anymore. I just want to. I want to figure out more about the Whirlwind. That's what I'm interested in. So,
Well, I mean, I am interested in that. I understand, but we're gonna work this out. He's gonna.
Juniper,
What?
you do this a lot, and I don't mean this in a bad way, but when anyone was fighting, it was like you had to make sure that they made up and all did all the stuff to not to be friends again. And can you just let this play out, please? Because I really don't want to go and talk to him about this. It's not my.
I'm not saying that you have to, and I'm sorry. I'm totally. I was just saying. I'm sorry. I just get fed up with things when people aren't talking with each other. But I'm not mad at you. I'm more mad at him for not talking to you and for sorting it out. And I'm mad at him for lying because it's stupid. But you're right. It's his responsibility to figure it out. I'm sorry.
Let's just go meet this band, okay?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna go get the boys though. I may have told them to stay in there.
Juniper,
They don't know.
Okay.
I'm
come
gonna
on.
go inside. Okay. And she huffs back inside. Boys.
We're like walking towards the front door.
Okay.
Yeah, what's up?
All right, come on. It's time to go. And you? We're going to have words. Ace, are you good? What's wrong?
I don't know.
Are you okay?
He's fine. He's all right.
What's
Hey, you're fine, dude. I'm chilling.
No, I don't. I don't think it's fine.
Okay, what's wrong, Ace?
I don't really know or understand, but I know you're upset, and I'm sorry.
Gal's just staring
I don't know
at the ceiling.
What was we were both trying to help earlier, I think, and maybe I wasn't being as helpful as I thought I was, or maybe I could have been more helpful, and
She
clearly that's not sitting well with you. And
she
I'm
turns
sorry.
right
I
to
didn't
Cal.
really mean anything by it. But
Calgo? Cassidy? Are you lying again?
I'm not here. Look, if you guys need some alone time.
Cal?
What?
Don't make me grab your ear again.
You can't grab it down there when I'm ready for it.
wait,
I can dodge you.
I kept grabbing him by the ear and dragging him places.
oh, that's right.
No, you do not walk away. And Ace, my gosh, I could never be mad at you.
That sounds pretty mad.
You've done nothing wrong.
You sound pretty upset.
I'm mad at Cal.
Oh, so it is about the thing when you lied to Eddie.
No.
Yes, that's exactly what this is about, because Cal's an idiot and he's a liar, and you need to remember that.
You should
Did
probably.
you convince him that I was mad at you?
No, he came to that conclusion himself.
I don't. I mean, I wasn't sure. Like, I was just doing my thing earlier, but I mean, it sounds like maybe I could have been more helpful. I don't know.
Ace,
What were you saying?
you're completely fine. You did nothing wrong. I am not mad at you. We are good.
Okay, so it's about Eddie.
It's about
Or
I was
about
mad at
you.
Cal.
Eddie comes in at this moment. Where? Come on.
Yeah, we're going
What's
now.
taking so long?
I don't know.
They're probably waiting for
Yes,
us. Right?
yes.
Come
Okay, come on,
And
let's
she
go.
leaves again.
That was my bad. Sorry.
You got some stuff to figure out, man.
Yeah, I know.
Like
That's my fault.
you need help.
That was kind of weird, but I thought it was funny, and I just kept going with it. So then I just thought it was funny, and I didn't mean to actually make it weird. I could have, you know what? I would have told you the truth if I had about like 30 more seconds. But she really just burst through that door. So
Okay. Yeah.
that's my bad.
Oh, come on.
All right. You got some stuff to figure out, man. And I can't help you.
Yeah. And he kind of just watches you walk out, and then walks out after you.
Okay.
Eddie is already rounding the corner to get to the side entrance where they would be loading the van.
Yeah, she'll
Yep.
follow. Or Juniper.
Yeah, so you round that, and then it's a blank wall, so you round a corner again to get to the back of the building. Roll, as you guys are walking out, you can roll a perception check.
12.
11.
8.
We keep
Not
rolling
great.
in like
Natural 1.
Ooh.
Yeah. But as you guys walk out, you hear the same music that you heard on your way in. Just like, and there's like a lot of like lights in the windows of this establishment you're walking out. And you see like the line. There's still like a line that's just as long outside in the front of people that are very excited to get into what looks like on the outside to be like a very vibrant and loud, like clubby
Nightclub.
bar. And yeah, you can see the van's pulled up. The band is loading their instruments and equipment into this large van, and then some of them hop into it to drive it, and then like others have their own rides. And Aurora is kind of she's got her motorcycle that she's walking up just to the side of the van. You guys need a ride, or?
Well, where are we going?
We're going to a spot a little bit on the outskirts of town. Well, not really the outskirts, but several blocks. It'll take a while if you walk. Yeah, looks like we've got a couple of seats in the van.
I like your sticker on your case.
Yeah.
The moth is really cool.
Yeah.
Where'd you get it?
Well, you're about a seat.
Yeah, I guess we'll get in.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
guess we could just. Okay, well, yeah, we'll take the van seats.
Yeah. So there's 3 seats in there. And then I can take somebody on my motorcycle.
I'll ride with you.
Okay.
Okay.
Cal just goes, thank you. You're just like lip syncing.
And she'll just say, "You owe me."
Okay.
All right.
Let's go.
Well, we'll see you guys there. I guess you
Yeah.
guys. Yeah. So
See you there.
You, Ace, and Edna hop in the van, and you're kind of like jammed in there, surrounded by
Just
some
gear,
guitars and
yeah.
gear.
Sweaty band members.
No, there's just the one guy who's driving, and another person who's like the passenger, and then you're kind of in the middle. But then there's some equipment there, and then the rest of it is just more gear and instruments. You're on the motorcycle with Aurora. Yeah, and you can. She'll give you like one of the spare helmets, and it does a pretty good job at kind of like isolating. Like you don't hear much of the too much of the road noise. Like it's not like deafening or anything. And then you kind of hear. All right, you good? Just hold on tight. All right.
Oh my goodness, there's radios in these helmets?
Oh yeah.
Oh wow, this is pretty cool.
I gotta be able to talk to my passengers, otherwise I feel like I'd go crazy.
Well, yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, I'll hold on tight, okay.
All right, here we go.
Wow.
The other 3 are just sitting us in the back of this van really awkwardly.
There's a lot of instruments in here, huh?
Yep.
Cool. So you guys play a lot of guitar, or what? You're the drummer? Yeah, I play drums.
Cool.
Cool.
Cut back over to the motorcycle. Just whipping through.
This is so
the
cool,
city.
Aurora. Thank you for letting me do this with you. This is awesome. You know,
Isn't it?
I just need to get away from my friends. They're all being so weird right now, and this is just so freeing.
Well, you all.
I just love this.
Somehow you are still being the weirdest.
I mean, all of you guys remind me of this guy I know that I'm going to introduce you to, but
What's his name?
I'll let him introduce himself. Actually,
Classic, mysterious. I
But
love it. Wow.
Your
that's
one
cool.
friend, Caliber, seems conflicted.
Conflicted. That's one word to describe him.
He reminds me of a younger version of myself, I guess.
That's nice, I guess.
Yeah.
How old are you?
I know a wall when I see one.
A wall. Ah, yes. He has a lot of walls. And it's pretty annoying, actually. And, you know, I'm trying to get him to talk, but he just, like, doesn't like to be honest ever, and doesn't like to talk about what's going on with him and all these things. And, you know, it's incredibly frustrating because I value honesty. As do most people, really. But, you know, I don't even want to think about that right now because this is just so wonderful. The air on my skin, my hair flying in the wind.
Not a care
On
in
my
the world.
arms! Not a care in the world. Oh, watch out for that person! Okay. Oh. Careful. Okay.
Am I a bad person? No. Sometimes I hit people with my car.
Yeah.
Sue me. Don't sue me.
We cut back to the van.
So you guys in town like really often, or? I mean, it's been a while since we've been on the road. But yeah, I'd say we we frequent Corel. I would say, especially when we're touring more heavily. This is a frequent stop for us. Aurora grew up here, so.
Where are we going?
We're gonna see an old friend. He kind of does like a lot of custom work for us. Like he built these drums and like most of our guitars. Yeah, kind of like our main supplier, I'd say, for all things sound and music and instruments.
Oh, okay. Your supplier.
He's a very interesting guy. Kind of a modern day hermit, I guess.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Our Ace knows something about that.
Who?
Oh, Ace. This is Ace.
Oh yeah, I'm Ace. I live in the woods. Oh, nice. Yeah. Well, this guy doesn't quite live in the woods, but yeah, the same idea, I suppose.
How far?
Oh, it's not too much longer. They'll probably get there before us. Oh, there they go. Yep.
So like 15 minutes? Or like...
Are we there
Yeah,
yet?
like 10 minutes maybe.
Cool.
Yeah. How you doing back there, champ? Seem a little quiet.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm good. I am good.
Cool. Nice.
What a great night for riding. I might have to get a motorcycle.
They're very fun.
Well, because it's cool because, like, you're outside, but you get to drive. You know? You don't have to be inside a car. You get to, like, be out in nature.
Yeah.
But it's faster than, like, a horse.
It
Well, I
is.
guess if you're, like, going really fast on a horse, they're pretty fast. But, like, I think a motorcycle can go pretty fast.
Yeah.
And you're just, like, speeding on by, and your hair's like, woo! And it's just really nice.
Yeah. Well, we've just been cruising, but if you want to see some real speed, here we go.
Okay!
Pops a wheelie. And then just... Oh, wait, here we are. Just, like, comes to a very, like, just a sudden, like,
Abrupt
screeching halt, but, like, does, like, one of those cool, like, power slide things.
Wow.
Yeah. And kind of, like, kind of gives you, like, a little mom arm on the left side to keep you from falling off.
She's so cool.
I love her so much. Favorite NPC. Where are we?
Well, this is a really old, dear friend of mine.
Is this like a house?
What does it look like? Yeah, like where have we just arrived? What am I seeing?
You are seeing kind of so you're like in a townhouse area, I guess. So it's not really a lot of the busy city nightlife. So because of that, especially as you've approached this area, the layer of cloud is like a little bit thinner out here. It's still there, but you can see through it more. Maybe you can catch a glimpse of a star or two. And you can see like kind of wisps of like a purple light in the air, almost like a constant like northern lights thing.
Oh, nice.
But it's very faint and it's like not concentrated in one place. You just kind of see like wisps of it.
Oh, cool.
Just barely, especially
That's
through the
pretty.
clouds, but yeah.
Wow.
And there's still like a yellowish glow of just like warm light out here.
Aurora, what's that? Purplish light in the sky? I don't think I've ever seen that before.
It's just always been there.
Oh, it's really lovely.
Yeah, we only really see them well at night. Apparently they're there during the day as well, but
Oh.
you don't really see them when the sun's out.
Huh.
But yeah, we call them the night wisps.
The night wisps.
Yeah.
Oh, they're so beautiful. I wish we had these back home.
Yeah. Right now it's kind of like entering the colder season, but during the summer they're a lot more vibrant, and sometimes you can see some additional colors. But
Oh, I hope I
yeah,
can come
during
back.
the rest of the it's a fun place to come back. I come back a lot.
Wow.
Yeah.
When do you think our friends are going to get here?
Oh, any minute now. But
Okay.
we passed them a while ago.
Yeah, oh. that
I'm sure
makes
they're getting
sense.
along just fine.
Oh,
Yeah.
But
Yeah, in front of you, you see this one townhouse that's like kind of dilapidated. Really, they all are, and they don't seem like the area's still lit by like streetlights and stuff, but it doesn't look like very many people live here at all.
Mm.
And this one house in particular, it looks like really run down and like a lot of broken windows and like the siding, the paint is peeling, and maybe the mailbox is smashed and the lawn's overgrown, that sort of thing. And
Okay.
yeah, just does not seem lived in. But she walks up to the door and
Do you think we could wait for my friends? I mean, it's okay if not, but I just like, I don't know.
yeah, I guess we can wait out. It's not too cold out,
I don't know,
actually.
it's kind of nice, and I kind of want to watch the night wisps.
Yeah, they are nice to look at. Sometimes I forget to just
Yeah.
stop and...
Well, let's pop a squat. And she just sits on the ground or lays down on the ground and just puts her hands behind her head and just
she chuckles.
watches.
Pop a squat. I like that one.
Yeah.
She just takes a seat on the doorstep.
I think you forgot he's DMing again.
Oh, we're back in the van now. Sorry, I forgot to say that. Mentally, I was there, but verbally, I gave no cues, and that's totally my bad.
And physically, you went.
And on all levels but physical, I was a wolf.
I was a wolf. Yep.
So how much farther?
Yeah, it looks like we're pulling into the right neighborhood right now.
Oh, okay.
Cool,
Great.
cool.
Great.
Yeah.
Cal awkwardly looks at, keeps awkwardly looking at Eddie.
She
and then
is
back
not
down.
looking anywhere to your direction right now.
And then he looks at Ace, hoping that Ace can somehow break the tension.
Oh, look, there's June and Aurora.
Oh, there they are.
Yeah,
we must be here.
You guys pull up in front of the house, and the van lets you out of the van.
Hey guys,
Doors
how
open?
was your
Hey,
ride?
June.
Oh
Wow.
man, I'm glad to
Hey.
be here now.
Oh, good.
Yeah, let's do.
Good.
We're
Look
doing
up at
here.
the sky. You'll see the night wisps. They're so beautiful.
Oh, that's so cool.
Oh wow.
Also, I'm probably gonna get a motorcycle, and I just want you to know that.
Oh, I don't know if you should have a motorcycle, but
Why?
you'd look pretty cool on one.
Why?
Actually, you know what? I'm down for it. I don't know. I just feel like you'd be like a road hog, like a speed demon. You know?
What's the problem?
Cal, I feel like you
Well-
would really like a motorcycle.
I probably would.
Yeah.
But again,
Wow.
June has a
June doesn't think you
strong-
would like a
Never
motorcycle.
mind.
I mean, I know you're mad at him, but you could objectively agree he'd probably
Ace.
enjoy a motorcycle. Sorry.
All right, let's just go inside.
Okay. Yeah, let's go. Let's go inside.
Okie dokie.
Yep. And Aurora will walk up and grab the doorknob and say, "Caspian," and open it. And you
Another
guys
I'm writing it down.
are in an observatory that is very much like your own.
Wow.
This one is definitely different, though. It's very much like your own, but it's very different. The layout looks similar, and there are also a lot of books around. The telescope is a little bit more offset from where it would normally be in our observatory that we're familiar with.
Is it
And
spinning?
it's not spinning. It's very still right now, and it's
Sorry.
and it's not quite as large. So it's you have to go up, kind of there's a half level staircase that goes up to it, and it's just a smaller telescope, and you can kind of see it opens up for almost more floor space, and there's more of a vast workshop, and you see a lot of musical instruments hung on walls, and there's more just machinery and stuff, and you're greeted by an old man with a dark hoodie and some really worn light blue jeans, and he's got a big leather apron on, and he's covered in sawdust, and kind of removes his goggles and says,
Welcome.
Oh, hello.
Aurora, I see we've brought visitors.
Oh my goodness. It's so good to meet you. My name's Edna, and she's going to go up immediately and shake his hand. So
Yes,
this is
hello?
your observatory. No?
Yes.
And she's going to run over and like look at the library and start like inspecting the telescope and like looking around, and she's like,
Aurora,
"Oh,
how many guests did we bring here?
Caspian, don't worry, it's okay.
I whisper to June. I go, you might want to control Eddie.
Yeah.
good
I
manners.
know.
But yeah,
Hi,
everyone come in.
I'm Juniper. It's wonderful to meet you. She'll extend her hand.
Juniper.
I think we
Caspian.
probably have a lot to talk about.
Is that so?
Yes. This observatory.
Will, could you close the door behind you? Yes, thank you, my boy.
Sure. We're kind of familiar with this. Eddie, come back over here.
Oh,
Come here.
sorry.
Come over here.
It's beautiful. The place is gorgeous."
We've actually seen a place
you.
pretty similar to this before.
Oh, have you?
Yes.
You see a little glint in his eye.
Where would you have seen a place like this before?
Well, does the name Prospero mean anything to you?
Cal kind of like tenses up.
And June is kind of tensed as well. She's like,
Yes, the name Prospero does mean something.
Does it mean good things to you?
Oh, yes, of
Oh,
course.
good. Oh, great.
You knew
Oh,
Prospero?
that's great.
I did know Prospero, yes.
Oh. Well,
How did you meet?
yeah.
You've met Prospero.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah, we've met him before.
Yeah. We I don't know how you would explain it, but we took over for him?
Ah, I see. So you've been on some whirlwind missions of your own.
Yes, you know about the whirlwind?
Oh, yes.
Oh my goodness. Guys, he knows every excuse me 1 second. I just need to talk to my friends real quick.
and she turns around and she grabs them all and brings them into a circle.
I realized that I kind of just said everything that
Yeah,
we're doing.
June, what are we doing?
I'm really sorry about that. I got
Well,
a
what
little
else were we supposed to
overexcited.
do?
Well, yeah, that's the thing.
He has
So-
an observatory right here.
Questions.
I know, but can we
lead
just
to
go
the
ahead and
answers.
agree that he clearly knows what's going on and it's going to be fine?
June.
I trust him. He's very kind
If we
eyes.
can't trust him, then how do we trust the whirlwind?
This is true. I'll ask questions. Okay.
If this goes bad, it is all your fault.
It's definitely
looking
my
at
fault.
both of
I
you.
understand. No, that's mostly my fault. Eddie didn't do anything. What do you know about the whirlwind?
I know a good many things, but Prospero and I go way back. Many of us do. We were together as part of a cohort, and we called ourselves the Order of Moths.
Oh, the Order of Moths.
It was a cohort of sorcerers and wizards who travel through observatories like this. There was a student cohort that myself, Prospero, and a few others were a part of
Iterum?
at an old Iterum. Yes.
Sorry,
Did Prospero mention him?
no.
We may have met him.
You met Iterum.
Are you guys friends?
We were once. Myself, Prospero, Iterum, we wanted to be great sorcerers and try to gain different perspectives to help make our world a better place and hopefully do the same for other worlds as well. We were working with a lot of other powerful, knowledgeable sorcerers and wizards, and we developed a lot of powerful new spells to help us accomplish this with the help of some artificers who helped us create the magical machinery upon which the observatory that you've used runs, as well as mine. And that's where things started to get a little bit out of hand. There were members of our group, namely Iterum, and others who began to, over time, became very power hungry, and because of that we had a bit of a falling out, and we decided they could no longer be a part of our group.
Does the name Maestro ring any bells?
Maestro is not really a person, more of the idea that they can have their hands on the course of history and rewrite it as they see fit, playing the whole universe like an orchestra to achieve their own ends. Our job is to move in small and quiet ways to combat what Iterum and others are doing to tear worlds apart and seek their own gain and their own power. You said you've encountered Iterum.
He was
Which-
fighting a war in one of the worlds that we were sent to, and apparently we stopped it with a letter. We weren't able to read it. The Whirlwind shielded it from our eyes.
With a letter, right, from the Whirlwind.
Yes, so whatever the Whirlwind is doing is, I guess it's working? It was very strange, though. I don't really understand it. When was the last time you saw him?
The last time I saw him was when he walked out of the door of our observatory meeting that we kicked him out of.
What is the Whirlwind? Like the book? Because like we tend to get like orders from it.
I don't really know what the Whirlwind is, but I know that as we began to cast our spells in the process of producing the observatories, there was just another energy at play that was catalyzing our magic to achieve the vessel that you see now as the observatory. I trust that the Whirlwind always sends us where we are needed. The reason I think Iterum might be able to choose is because he abducted one of our observatory prototypes and has probably begun to harness a darker magic to manipulate where it goes in an effort to achieve his own ends, and I think that has a lot to do with how he's able to control where he goes. But that's not... The Whirlwind doesn't, at least in my experience, do that. That's not really where it was born out of. This was one of the last missions that I went on, was to come here. I was told to bring joy. I spent a lot of time trying to learn the culture and study the people and find what joy meant for people. And it didn't take me too long, I think, to realize that there was no music here. I found this band that, well, I really like their music. And went around making the place sound more alive.
So you would say that you're a supplier.
That is a good way to put it, yes.
Eddie, get out of the book.
Yeah, check the book.
I get the book out to check it.
And you watch as you open the book. There's a little check mark that actively like appears, almost like it's being written
Oh, cool.
on the page.
Well, this was a lot.
Yeah, I feel like my brain is a little bit of mush, but in a good way, because now I understand some more things, but also now I have more questions.
Yeah.
Because I think that we probably have a lot more questions for you and you for us, but
And I
think-
regretfully do not have all the answers that you require, I'm sure, but
We understand.
You have my word that I will find you all the answers I can,
Mm-hmm.
and will be at your disposal as often as I am able to be.
I think if the group doesn't like pull her away, she would spend the rest of her time like asking him, Caspian, about like really small, unimportant details about everything. She would just question him about like, how long did it take you to build the Whirlwind? Like, what was the process? What were you studying in school? What kind of, was it like? All sorts of stuff. And she would spend as long as she could trying to talk to him about just all the nitty gritty stuff that I'm not going to make you answer every time. But she would spend as much time as she could asking about that stuff.
After a while of you asking questions, I'd probably be like, "Hey, Eddie?
Yeah.
I think we should go. I think it's time to go home. We've been here for a long time, and do you know if there's a way that we can communicate with you after we leave?"
I think I will be able to find a way to establish some sort of communication. You are operating Prospero's old observatory, so
Yeah.
Yes.
I can see what I can do.
Okay.
Yes.
That way we can keep asking you some questions, but
I have so many.
Eddie has a lot, and
I'm
think
sure you do, young one.
I think it's been a really long day, and so I think it might be good if we head home. Sir, I did want to ask though, do you have any instruments lying around that might be extra? Or I saw some of those really cool stickers.
Oh, I have plenty of stickers. I've been
good.
printing a lot of these.
I'll take a bunch
love
of stickers.
them. I think they're very cool. I would love one. Or I'd love a few
He just
if you're willing.
Slides you over a whole stack. He's got like a
Let's go.
little sticker printing machine that he just has a bunch on.
In terms of instruments, I can. I've created many stringed instruments. Some maybe you've seen before, others maybe not, but I believe every group of travelers needs at least one musician among them, or an instrument at least.
Which one do you think calls to me?
That is a question that you must ask yourself, young one.
Well, but
Calls
if
to
you
me.
had to guess, like which one matches me? I don't know. You know more about instruments than I do, so like I don't know. What do you think I should learn?
I know more about making them,
Aurora.
but I think you, Juniper, you must approach this wall of instruments and choose one for yourself.
Okay.
The wand chooses the wizard.
She approaches the wall. Speak to me. She like puts her hands out. Does it like fall off the wall into my hand? Is that because it like picks me?
Juniper,
June, I don't know
think-
if you're an artist.
Yeah, I think
Maybe
you're supposed
just
to.
not a musician.
That's not very nice. You don't know that. Huh. Do you think that's true? Caspian? If no instrument comes to me, does that mean that I'm not an artist?
Edna will walk up
It's-
next to you.
I think sometimes it's okay to just make a decision.
Oh.
Yeah, which one do you think looks pretty? That's normally how you decide.
Oh. I like that one.
Which one?
So you have
The tuba?
You should point. you should point at the one that you're talking about.
Okay, I like that one.
I'm a
She's
sorcerer, but I'm
pointing
not a
straight-
psychic.
She's pointing straight at the tuba.
Stop.
Little June.
Okay, so describe what you're
He
pointing
said
to.
stringed instruments.
Yes.
Oh.
So describe the stringed instrument that you're pointing to.
Okay,
The 6-string guitar. Is it a lute? Is it
It's
a mandolin?
8-string bass.
Is it a banjo? 8-string bass.
it is it's a ukulele.
It's a ukulele. So he grabs the ukulele off the wall that you're pointing to, and he kind of holds it up for a second in front of him and just smiles, and he kind of plays a little chord on it, and it rings out for a second, and you see the strings kind of glow with this magical blue energy as he hands it to you.
Wow.
What'd that do?
I hope when you play it in a time of need, bolster confidence in your friends.
Oh. Okay. I don't think I'm very good at it yet, but I'm gonna learn.
I think if you give it a little bit of time,
Yeah.
maybe like 24 hours to attune to it properly.
So what is it a magical item?
Yeah,
Oh.
we'll have to homebrew it.
Okay. Cool.
Nice. A little inspiration guitar.
Yeah.
It does 8d20 damage.
Okay, I'm gonna work on this. This is gonna be cool.
Yes, I'm excited to see how you progress.
Okay, well, Caspian, truly a pleasure. Aurora, you're wonderful. Ryan, was that your name? No, Frank. Frank, I don't know you at all, but I hope you do good.
Frank's just standing there like, thanks.
You know, Frank
Standing in the corner.
Frank reminds me a lot of you, June.
Well, that's a very interesting thing to say, Cal.
Just the observation I thought I'd make.
You're on thin ice, buddy. Twang, twang.
Oh, I did have like one more really important question.
Yes.
So when you're talking about the dimensions of X, Y, and Z, she goes on to like another really stupid question.
Okay, let's go, Eddie. I think he's tired
Well,
now.
I was really interested
I
in the blue
know,
light and
yes,
why that.
Yes, and she'll just grab your hand and like pull you along if you'll not forcefully, but kind of just lead.
Well, actually, let me save you a little bit of time.
Oh?
And he'll pull a book out of a bookshelf, and it'll open like a door to just a blank wall behind it. But he'll put his hand on it and just say Prospero's name as it
He doesn't even
opens
need this
into
door knocker. That guy just.
Oh.
How do we do that?
Well, it's that's something that is easier for me to do from this observatory than it is anywhere else. It's a connection that can't be used very often, but I think we'll be using it a little bit more now.
Okay, well, you'll be in touch, right?
Of course.
All right. You should, because I asked Iterum to stay in touch, and I don't know if he's going to do that, so I want to know more.
I
mean, now I know.
should hope he doesn't.
Yeah, no, now I know, but
Right.
still, I have so many questions.
Okay. Thank you.
Cal before you walk in, Aurora will be like, "Hey, brake pads."
I turn around. Oh, yeah, what's up?
I was young like you once. I put up a lot of walls. I was not a very confident person, and to distract from that, I pushed away people who were close to me, who wanted to help me. It's a miserable way to live, and you should let them in.
Okay, goodbye. And he walks away.
And that is where we will end the session, as the door between observatories closes behind you, and you find yourselves in your own observatory once again. The book being placed back on the pedestal, the pages flip, the dial turns, the telescope spins violently.
Violently.
It actually turns into a helicopter propeller. You just gotta all the way back home. And you land very violently on the helicopter landing pad.
I'll say Eddie immediately goes back to studying the books. And she probably falls asleep there doing that. Just
Juniper
fully
just
obsessed.
twangs on the ukulele horribly for a while.
Yeah.
Ace will bring Eddie like a pillow and a blanket from one of the couches and try his best to make a sandwich and leave it there.
No more stews.
No more stew.
Oh, man.
And just the whole time be like, I'm sorry. And then
Poor Ace. Just
Cal traumatized.
Cal
he
traumatized
thinks
him.
everyone's mad at him now.
Cal looks mad.
more
After that, yeah, little Grumpy Gills.
Gumpy Gills.
Mr. Grumpy Gills.
Mr. Gumpy Gills.
He didn't like that he was called brake pads.
Yeah, what was that?
I don't know what that means.
I don't know what it means
because he
either.
called himself Caliper earlier.
Oh, that's right.
I don't know what that is.
Calipers.
Is that a little car humor for you fans out
That's a
there?
little automobile humor for you.
Automobile.
Automobile.
Yeah, Cal looks not happy because he didn't like that, but also because he knows that she's right and that June was right and that he's still not letting people in and trying to find every excuse not to apologize, but he knows he's going to have to eventually. But he doesn't say anything.
Because he's a little turd.
Ace will make him a sandwich too.
Are we done?
Yeah, we're done. That's it.
He goes 5 minutes ago. He goes, that's where we're at the session.
And then we
talks
kept
for 5
going.
more minutes. And then says, no, yeah, we're done.
I love the idea of the whirlwinds being like, I know it's helping, so I gotta trust it.
A lore dump episode.
Yeah, that was kind of crazy. Good job, Josiah.
Joe looks dead inside.
Yeah,
So,
dude,
so
I
tired.
feel
I'm so
numb
tired. I'm
inside
so
right
lost.
now.
You're so lost.
I'm not lost, but like,
It was just a
Dude,
lot.
I'm
Information
lost in the
overload.
sauce. I got lost in the sauce and was just dumping more sauce in there.
You know, the show is so difficult when it comes to like lore because
because we don't
it's
know.
improvised, so you really have to take what the other players are giving you and be like, how do I build on this
Yeah.
in a way that like is meaningful?
And I was struggling to find like a stopping point.
No, but you
Like,
did a great job, honestly.
I don't know if you guys saw. I was just desperately looking around the room like, stop me, please. I'll keep going.
You could just stop
Dig myself into a hole.
He's like,
that
the
was so
whirlwind
fun, though."
are memories. Or maybe not.
The whirlwind is a bit of your soul, maybe.
Maybe. Who knows?
Who knows?
I do. Maybe.
I gotta say, I love the fact that you put in that thing about what's his name being stranded there. Not stranded there, but like he'd been sent there to like give joy or whatever.
Yeah.
Because it was like, oh, you're heroes by going and saving like big things and going on big adventures, but you're also a hero by like sticking around and giving joy in your daily life. And I was
Yeah.
like, that's so cute.
all right, folks.
I can stop recording here though.
Well, no.
Well,
Oh,
you
we gotta
gotta
do a sign off.
we gotta sign
Yeah.
out.
You're in
that's
charge
right.
of that.
That's me. Guys, thank you so much for joining us for yet another
Woo-woo.
magical episode of
Magical.
Whirlwind
Absolutely.
Chronicles.
We love it.
So much.
Have a
We
great
hope
day.
you had a
about.
good time.
So much.
We hope you stick around as the lore continues to build. And
As we try to cobble this
yeah,
together.
who knows where we'll fly to next?
That's what we tried to find out.
In our helicopter observatory.
That was the question we asked.
Come back next week to see whether or not the telescope is going to spin.
Okay. Bye. Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Josiah, rock, paper, scissors. 3, 2, 1, rock.
Goat.
Oh my.
Are you new to D&D and tabletop role-playing games? Trust me, if us idiots can manage it, then you can too. If you're new to the game and want some pointers, leave us a comment on YouTube or Instagram, or send an email to whirlwindchronicles@gmail.com. We'll see you next time on the Whirlwind Chronicles.